Yahweh, Ba'ashem, Yahushai, Ba'ashem Rakakwadash. Rakatay Yahweh, Rakatay Yahushai, Rakatay Yahweh, Rakatay Yahushai, Rakatay Yahweh, Rakatay Yahushai.
That's right. The apostles and the elders of Great Millstone. Honest salutations to the hopeful elect out there, push this word, truth, sincerity. All right, we're back out here once again, another Saturday to prophesy the downfall of this wicked-ass kingdom, America. Okay, as you can see, DJ Trump, he's bringing this place down to the ground, man.
Right.
You know, because we're still in the midst of this shutdown, and we're gonna see how long this thing lasts, man.
The longest shutdown in United States history, man.
Yeah. That's right.
Y'all
man. You know, flights is being canceled, man.
Yeah.
You know, hey, this is going to be a hell of a year, you know, for this so-called holiday season, man.
Yeah.
You know, because in the coming weeks, you know, Thanksgiving is approaching, man. Mm-hmm. You know, you got a lot of people come in from out of town. People go visit their family, visit their folks. And now this, you know, situation is looking kind of fishy now, man. You know, as far as people, you know, traveling around about, man. Yeah. You know, but that's why the Lord got us out here to explain these things, man. These are indicators that we're in the end, man. You know, the Lord is getting ready to make his return, our Lord Yahweh Shai. Okay? And in the midst of all that, you're going to have all hell breaking loose. You know, and this is part of that. You know, you're starting to see people are starting to get frustrated with this current administration, man, that's in office. You know, a lot of people are starting to voice their opinions, their frustrations, man. There's a lot of division out here. You know, you got the division between the have and the have-nots, man. You know, people complaining about the SNAP. You know, a lot of people are divided on that, man. You know, a lot of people don't share the same sentiments when it comes to that issue, you know. Right. But that's all part of that sedition that's going to come, because eventually people are going to become fed up to the point where they're going to actually start taking to the streets, man. You know, they're going to start rioting, you know, ransacking each other's home, you know. And that's our job. Our job is to speak of these things before these things occur. So that way, you know, the Lord sent his men out here, man. And you have no excuse of why, you know, you didn't repent and turn back to the Lord, man.
Yep.
Okay.
One last point: a house fighting against thyself cannot stand. You know, this whole presidential system between the modern day plebeians and patricians,
right,
the Democrats and the Republicans.
Yep.
One big, you know, finger point between each other. The Democrats fall, the Republicans fall.
Right.
Oh, that's scriptural, man. Prophecy.
Yep.
This whole environment, this governmental system, is divided against itself.
Yep.
There's all types of spies in there from the Mossad, all types of blackmail shit going on. So all the different representatives of the United States, from the presidents on down, they're bought and paid for.
Yeah,
man.
that's right. That's right. That's right, bro. You know, and it's all. This is all the Lord's doing, man.
Yep.
It's all part of Yahweh Ba'ashem Yahushai's plan. He directed the steps of man. You know.
Yep.
Get that Ezekiel.
Ezekiel 3:33-1. Again, the word of the Lord Yahweh, my Shai came unto me, saying, Son of man, speak to the children of thy people.
Talking about the people on this sign, you so-called Negroes, Latinos, and Native Americans. Okay, that's what we out here to speak unto you, to warn you. Okay, because a lot of you are still in that stupefied state, man. A lot of you still in that state of being black, being Hispanic, being Native American. Okay, a lot of you are mourning, you know, not because that, you know, you're still in this captivity. You mourning because you're not able to indulge in the flesh like you want to, man. Mm-hmm. You know, that's why you complaining why you're not getting these benefits, because Jake just want to be here and live by the flesh, man.
Yep.
You know, they just want to be a goddamn continual slave. You know, you working all these goddamn hours. You know, and you have nothing to show for it, man. You have no inheritance to pass down to your seed. You know, it's just a continual, perpetual slavery, man.
Yep. Cycle of debt.
Right. You know. Go ahead.
Yep. And say unto them, when I bring the sword upon the land, that the people of the land take a man.
Right. That sword meaning destruction, man. Okay. He's going to bring destruction to this land, America, man. Okay, but before that, there's going to be a series of things going on, man. You're going to have famines, okay? You're going to have sedition, riots, okay? these cities going to be cut off, man. Like we were speaking about the whole air traveling situation, man. You know, so it's a lot of things that's going to happen before our Lord makes his return, man. Go ahead.
Yep. If the people of the land take a man of their coast and set him for their watchmen,
right? Because that's how it was in the ancient world, man. You had a watchman to watch for enemies, man. And that's what we're doing spiritually. We're watching for the signs, we're watching for the prophecies. We coming out here and we letting these things be made known unto you, man. Okay, go ahead.
If when he seeth the destroyer come upon the land, he blow the trumpet and warn the people.
Right, because that sound of the trumpet is supposed to warn you. When you hear that alarm, that's a warning, man. Danger. And that's pretty much us. Our voices out here. Our voices is that alarm. Go ahead.
Then whosoever heard the sound of the trumpet, taking not warning, if the destroyer come.
Right, the people on this sign, you Israelites, because a lot of you take this thing for a joke. A lot of you watch these videos, and you be sitting there laughing, talking shit. You even got guys that call themselves trying to mock the truth, man. You mark.
Right, the whole situation, that guy, Jerusalem.
Right.
Yeah.
Said the Most High set him up for a lot of people to get marked.
Yep.
Even though it was because the Most High is not mocked.
Right.
Right.
Saying the whole Israelite thing is still going out there.
Yeah.
All these platforms.
Yep.
So you're not, you without excuse.
Yep.
That's the point. And they have the name of the Most High in the Paleo Heat.
Yeah.
Right.
But a lot of you guys ain't know that.
Right.
It's not Yahweh.
Right.
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 Because you can't do anything against the truth before it. Because that's how the Lord got this thing set up, man. Us being out here is a spectacle alone,
Right.
People driving by, they say, man, what the hell is those guys,
Right. Especially they see the sign, depiction of the Messiah.
Yeah.
A lot of people be like, oh, shit.
Right.
Kind of like have them looking like, what the hell?
Right.
And we got the scriptures right there on the sign.
Yep.
It doesn't say black, and no way around it.
Right.
It's right in there, man.
Yep. That's right, bro.
No excuses for nobody. The Most High have everything covered.
Yeah, bro.
The angels in the heavens and the angels on the earth.
Yep.
The messengers.
Yep. That's right, bro. And even on these different social media apps, man, there's all sort of information coming out, about the things that go on behind the scenes, man. You got people that's in the military exposing things that go on within the military and whatnot. That's why they want to do away with that, man.
Right.
Because the Esau can't get ahead to regulate all that, man. The internet is, once it's on the internet, that's it, man. Go ahead.
Yep. It said
That's why Spirit have it to where when you do a live lesson, people can watch it right then and there. It's not no thing where you can edit. You do a video, what they call it, pre-record.
Yeah.
Where they can take something they film, they can edit it the way they want to edit it. No, when you go live, that's it.
Yep.
You fuck up live, you fuck up.
Yep.
Go ahead.
His blood shall be upon his own head. He heard the sound of the trumpet.
Right. If you hear this word and you don't take heed, the blood gonna be on you. That's why we out here, to wash your blood off our hands, man, because we see what's coming. We see the evil, man. Okay, and Lord willing, we continue to the end, man. Because we at one point we was on the other side, man. We heard that sound of that trumpet, man. Being blown. Now we on this side blowing the trumpet. Go ahead.
He heard the sound of the trumpet and took not warning. His blood shall be upon him, but he that taketh warning shall deliver his soul.
Right, and the ones that don't take the warning, they, ultimately, it's because the Lord didn't want them to get this, man. That's why he said, set a mark upon those that sigh and that cry. The majority of our people, they're not sighing and crying, okay? They sighing and crying for the wrong reasons, but they're not sighing and crying for the Lord to, to deliver them out of this hellhole, man.
Right.
They sighing and crying for their EBT, because Esau, been giving our people these benefits for generations, to where Jake just got totally complacent, and Jake don't have no kind of self-motivation for themselves, man. Even though we know that's prophecy, But at the end of the day, all that's going to lead to your destruction, your demise, man. Because the scripture say, woe unto you that trust in Egypt, man, that go down to Egypt for help.
Right. But it's all part of prophecy.
Yep.
When you're dealing with the prophecy of Revelation 12th chapter,
Right.
the woman in Israel,
Yep.
that he was going to flee in the wilderness. Matter of
Yep.
fact, I get it.
Yep.
I get it. That's why we was able to get these benefits.
Right. Yep.
It's all part of prophecy.
Right. Yep.
It's all part of the Most High sent Jacob.
Yep.
2/3 to get complacent out here.
Yep.
So you can punish your ass.
Right.
That's right. Right.
Let's get on Revelations 12 real quick.
Oh, yeah.
Yep.
Yep.
Yeah, I know what you're cutting out.
Let's get on
nourishment.
Revelation
Yeah.
chapter 12. We'll start at verse 5. And she brought forth a man-child, right? This is Yahushai. She is Mary, all right? Who was to rule all nations with a rod of iron. And her child was caught up unto God and to his throne. Then when Yahushai came on the scene, he died, he got abducted, all right? Resurrected, and he got abducted. And the woman, dealing with Israel now, fled into the wilderness, 70 AD.
Right.
Judah, Benjamin, Levi fled into the west coast of Africa, the interiors of Africa, Europe, so on and so forth. All right? Where she had a place prepared of God. So eventually what? Slavery happened, and Judah, Benjamin, Levi got put on cargo slave ships.
Yep.
They got shipped over here to the Americas.
That's right.
That's the place that was prepared.
Yep.
That they should feed her there.
Yeah.
All right, 1,203 score days doing slavery. You got fed, even though in a lot of food that is like what you call fashionable or delicacy.
Yep.
It's from slavery.
Yep.
Like especially the tribe of Benjamin, the Jamaicans, oxtail.
Right.
That goes back to they gave us in slavery, man.
Yep.
So now that's a hot dish.
Yep.
But crazy expensive, but it's all that came from what happened to us in our captivity.
Yep.
So eventually, what here in America, it led to the EBT,
Right.
the snaps,
Yep.
so on and so forth, man.
Yep.
You know,
Yep.
it says that they should feed her there 1,203 score days. Yeah, that's it.
Yep.
For
Yep.
that period of time until now.
Yep.
So that shit is almost up.
Yep. Yep.
That was all part of the Most High's plan, man. That was it.
Yep, that's it, bro. And then that comes to the point where the Lord's got to cut all that off, man.
Yep.
You know, he's gonna make it to where, you know, in which they're gonna come with that sea hip, and a lot of our people they're gonna take it, man, because they don't want to you know, deal with that you know, going hungry, man. Those hunger pains, man. They don't have no faith in the Lord, man. They don't have faith in Yahweh Shah, you know. Go back. Yep.
Right.
What Jake say?
Love y'all,
man.
Love you. You doing what you doing, man. Love y'all.
All right,
With their mouth, they
verse,
show us love,
yeah.
right?
verse 5 again. He heard the sound of the trumpet and took not warning. His blood shall be upon him, but he that taketh warning shall deliver his soul.
Right, so y'all have no excuse, man. You know, because the word has been on especially the Great Millstone when they put videos up on YouTube. What was that, 2007? It's damn near about to be 2026. That's damn near 20 years.
Yeah.
This word been going hard on the web, man. You know, and they was going hard before that, man.
Right.
You know, back then. But you know, now we're in a time where information travels faster. So now you Jakes, you have no excuse, man. You have no excuse to be ignorant of the Lord's ways, man.
Nope.
You know, but a lot of you, like I said, you've been living in that shit for so long. You're set in your ways, man. You know, the only ones that's gonna really get this is the elect, man. You know, and that's our only concern. You know, that's the Lord's only concern. Go ahead.
But if the watchmen see the sword come and blow not the trumpet, and the people be not warned, if the sword come and take any person from among them, he is taken away in his iniquity, but his blood will I require at the watchman's hand.
Right, and that's a guy that knows this truth, but he's sitting on it. You know, he's not going out there and warning the people, man. You know, and that's a parable the Lord spoke of about the talents. The one that the individual that had the one talent, he hid his talent in a napkin and hid it in the earth, man. You know, and to tell you how the Lord was angry with that servant, man. He cast that servant into outer darkness, man. You know, and we don't want to be that wicked and slothful servant, man. Okay, that's why it's imperative to be out here, man. That's why you guys that got this thing that you against the camp, you off, man.
Right.
You know, the Lord ain't dealing with you. That's why you're in outer darkness with your damn self, man.
Right.
The Lord will smite you with madness and blindness, man.
Yep. So now, O son of man, I have set thee a watchman unto the house of Israel. Therefore thou shalt hear the word of my mouth and warn them from me.
Right, because we watching the prophecies,
Warn
man.
them from me.
Yeah, warn them from the Lord. You know, that's why we're considered watchmen, man. We're supposed to be watching, man. You're not supposed to be all in this world, distracted by the things of this world, man. You know, that's why, you know, this thing it's about being on fire for the Lord, man. You know, cursed be he that doeth the work of the Lord deceitfully, man. You know, because you got a lot of Israelites out here with ulterior motives, man. They're not really out here to really warn the people, man. They out here to make money off the people, make merchandise off the people. You know, they seeking for fame, praise. You know,
And cursed be he that holds his sword back to blood.
yep,
It's time for us to swing our swords.
Swing it.
spiritually.
yep,
Bring this information out, man, and warn the people.
yep.
Chant down Babylon and praise the Most High holy name.
That's right, bro.
Let the blood splatter, brother.
Yeah,
Man, the
yeah.
blood splat. Bodies is laid out with some man.
That's
That's
right.
right.
A
Yeah.
whole fucking field of bodies. I'm supposed to, y'all brother saw that?
Yeah.
Yeah.
Laid the fuck out. That's what's coming to America.
That's right.
Last
right,
time
bro.
I seen something similar to that was like Iraq, but it was not, crazy like that.
Right,
Laid out, bro.
right.
Motherfuckers.
Right.
That's what the Lord about to bring out here, man.
That's
Yeah,
right,
yeah.
bro. That's
Laid
right.
the fuck out. My brother said lied, died, and police and lied.
Fried, died, and laid to the side.
Yeah, right. Yeah.
Yeah, they said you can
Yeah,
see the
right.
blood
Yeah.
from the satellite images out there in Sudan and shit like
Yeah.
that. The blood is just soaked out there in the land. That's the scriptures too, man.
Yeah.
Yeah.
The blood of the people is gonna be like up to a horse's bridle.
Yeah.
Yeah.
What?
Yeah, bro.
Shit, man.
That's right.
The Lord is about to clean it up.
Yeah.
That's right.
Let's clean it up, man.
That's
Right.
right, bro. Because when you go back to the ancient times when Jake had a war against them Hamites and shit, it was accounts where Jake was slew like 10,000 of them, man. So can you imagine 10,000 dead bodies just spread, laid out all over the place, man? You know, that's a lot of death, man.
Yeah, that's a lot of it.
You know, but that's not even compared to what the Lord's getting ready to bring to this place, man.
Right.
It's gonna be millions.
Yeah.
You know.
The angel told Ezra, where Ezra said it, great death.
Yeah.
You can't undermine that statement there.
Yeah.
You got to put emphasis on that. Great death means millions, man. Just
Yeah.
here in this country.
Yeah.
You know?
That's right, bro. Because
Yep.
you can see that the people in this society, man, you can feel that people are on edge, man. You know, people ready to snap. You know, because all this shit that's going on. But that's the Lord. The Lord got it like that. Hey, the love of many shall wax cold. Go ahead.
Yep. When I say unto the wicked, O wicked man, thou shalt surely die.
Right, that wicked man is referring to Israelites, man. Wicked Israelites, okay? Because that's what we out here for. We out here for the people on this side, man. That's what we saying to repent to, because we under the law, man. Okay? We is the one that the Lord made a covenant with, man. Okay? Go ahead.
If thou do not speak to warn the wicked from his ways, that wicked man shall die in his iniquity, but his blood will I require at thy hand.
Right, because much is given, much is required. So the Lord gave us this knowledge. He gave us this knowledge for a reason, man. Not to hold on to it, but to go out there and show forth your light, man. You know, that the Father be glorified, man. You know, that Yahweh shall be glorified. You know, because at the end of the day, this is his will, man. That's why we out here. We out here through the spirit and power of Yahweh shall. We're not out here on our own accord. Okay? Go ahead.
Yep. Nevertheless, if thou warn the wicked of his ways to turn from it, if he do not turn from his ways, he shall die in his iniquity, but thou hast delivered thy soul.
Right. So if you don't take heed, that's on you. You know, we did our part. You know, we come out here and let you know the evils that's coming and what you should do to, you know, have an opportunity to escape those evils.
Right.
Okay, if you don't take heed to that, hey, that's out of our hand. That's on you. You know, we did our part. You know. So you so-called Negroes, Latinos, you Native Americans out there, man. Hey, those of you that come and scoff, hey, we they don't trouble us, man.
Yeah.
You know, we don't lose no sleep about you guys come out here speaking against us, man. Because the Lord told us you was gonna do it.
Yep. Especially you false prophets out there with this whole Apostle Paul spoken. He said preach idolatry. Bunch of nuisance, pure nonsense, bro.
Yeah.
Right.
It's ridiculous. You're running out of steam.
Yeah.
You're running out of things to speak about.
Yeah, every little thing to speak of.
Yeah, bro. You know, but the Lord's getting ready to stop all that, man.
Right.
He gonna stop all your mouths, you know.
Right.
And tell you that to those that of the circumcision, you know, teaching things that they ought not, you know. So the Lord got all these angles covered, man. All right,
Yep.
go ahead.
Verse 10, therefore, O thou son of man, speak unto the house of Israel, thus ye speak, saying, if our transgression and our sin be upon us, and we pine away in them, how shall we then live?
And see, this has always been the thing that's always been a weakness to Israel. That always got us in hot water with the Lord is our rebelliousness, man.
Yep.
You know, idolatry, that's the main thing.
Yeah.
Worshiping of other gods, okay? And when you read through the time of Judges, that's all that was going on with Jake, man. The Lord would get hot with Jake. The Lord would send a heathen nation against Jake, and there would be in captivity. They have to serve their gods. Then they would cry unto the Lord, and the Lord would send them a rescuer, a savior of that time, which that's where the judges come in. You know, because that was during the time before the kings came in to play. You know, but every time Jake would cry to the Lord would send him a savior. They would repeat the cycle, man.
Yep.
You know, going the hell off, man. You know, because you always had a generation that would do right to in the sight of the Lord. And then you had another generation afterwards. They would completely go left, man.
Yeah.
You know. So now this is the final go round, man. This is it.
Yep.
Righteous and the wicked.
So you don't get it right. That's they're gonna come back in the kingdom anyway. But this is Lord gonna torment your ass. This ain't gonna be. You ain't gonna just get off easily like that, man.
Yeah.
You know, the Lord got all sort of torments out here waiting for you people, man. And it's not gonna be pretty, man.
And if I may say, that's another reason why the Lord's not going to deliver our nation as a whole. That's why he said he's only looking for those who worship him in truth and in sincerity, man.
Yep. That's right, bro. Because that's the Lord is looking for quality. He ain't looking for quantity, man.
Right.
You know, that's what these other guys don't understand. All these massive gatherings and shit. Lord ain't dealing with that, man. You know, he's just looking for a few good men, man. A few good servants.
Yep.
Best of his kind, the elect.
Yep.
So means the best of their kind.
Yep.
But look at the state of our people. I had to bring this up, man. The whole Blueface and this chick, Christian Rock, their baby.
Right.
That's a mistress woman. Brought forth a monster. The child is fucking mentally disabled.
Yeah, bro.
I'm like, damn, man.
Yeah. She did that too, man.
Yeah.
Yeah.
She probably was still drinking, smoking.
They did her sister, somebody said she was doing all that, and she had chlamydia too. And the doctor told her you have to get a D test because chlamydia can cause blindness. Because it goes through all that it blind the baby eye. So it's a combination of both, the drinking and smoking, and the chlamydia and STD where she had her pussy. The baby had to go through that filthy ass pussy, and now it's fucked up now.
Yeah. You see what I'm saying? That's the thing. You got the NBA young boys. Like that. It's terrible. The Lord pull us out of all that.
Right.
Different generations got brothers here a little bit older than each other.
Right.
Different generations the Lord used for the elect to come out of.
Yeah.
We see the offshoot of the others, man. It's terrible. It's utterly repulsive, man. Start speaking properly. It's fucking repulsive.
Yeah, bro.
It's ridiculous, bro.
That's right, bro. That's what happened with the prophets.
Damn.
The prophets saw, you had the different generation of prophets that would come before and after each other. They saw you can see the decline of our people, man. Jake, man. You know,
And all you young jakes out there love getting tattoos on your face. Don't do that shit, man.
Yeah.
You look like you belong in a mental asylum, bro.
Yeah, you look crazy.
You look crazy as hell.
Yeah, bro.
Yep.
When is that shit became cool?
Right.
Monkey see, monkey do shit.
Yep.
Yeah, bro.
Like, it's terrible, man. Even 50 Cent said this shit, man. He said, man, what the fuck? If you see me with that shit, that means I got bodies on me, man. I checked out. I was like, I know, right?
Yeah, bro. That's right, bro.
Yeah.
That's
It's
the
ridiculous, man.
That's the way of the heathen.
Yep.
See, that's why going back to, during that time, the judges, Israel, they didn't drive out them Hamite nations.
Yep.
The Lord said they was going to be a thorn in your side. He
Yep.
said they're going to be a thorn in your side, and their gods is going to be a snare to you, man.
Yep.
He said, I ain't going to drive them out from the midst of you either, because you didn't want to drive them out,
Right.
But that's Jake, putting on
Assimilating
that,
themselves.
assimilating themselves with that this
Yeah.
whole ideology of this
Yeah.
place, man.
Yep.
So to destroy you.
Yep.
That's what we've been doing to our people.
Yep. Yep. Yep.
There's a new way, because that little nigga, NBA young boy, I guess he got all these little youngsters messed up in the head. And then you try to turn, as a grown adult, you try to turn it on. Yeah. Like, what the fuck?
Right.
That's a nigga sound like a fucking retarded baby. Rapping and shit.
Yeah.
Word, Wayne worse than Lil Wayne. Lil Wayne was a little bit tolerable. Him,
Yeah.
not tolerable at all.
Yeah, he didn't think.
Yeah, bro.
Total retard, man. So the machine is behind this little nigga, man.
Yeah. Hey, somebody was talking about that. They was talking about how, from when NWA came on the scene to the point where we at today, that was like the seed. NWA was like the seed being planted, man.
Yep.
For that degeneracy, for Jake to, getting that whole thug culture, the whole gang culture, that was that seed being planted right there, through the music.
Right.
Because they know music was a big part of Jake's life, man.
Yep, music is life.
Yep.
Spiritual.
Words are powerful.
Yeah.
Yeah, bro.
You see what I'm saying? Scriptures speak on that, man.
Yeah. You know what I'm saying?
Music is life, man.
Yep.
Build you up or bring you down.
Yeah.
You got music with all kinds of moves.
Yeah.
Yeah.
You know?
Yep.
So there's a mind control mechanism
Yep.
that's
Yep.
been weaponized against the whole world.
Yeah.
Yep.
And it's targeting who? Israel. For us
Yep.
to go off.
Yep. That's right, bro.
Yeah.
That's right, bro. It's all that. That's why a lot of them artists, they can't rap about what they want to rap about. They can't talk about what they want to talk about because they're told what they got to talk about. If they don't talk about what the motherfuckers in the upper seats tell them to say, they ain't gonna get their record played, man. They ain't gonna make no money. They gonna blackball them, pretty much, So a lot of them, a lot of Jake, they don't have no integrity. They gonna go with the program, man. They gonna play the game.
Yeah. Yep. Say unto them, as I live, saith the Lord Yahweh, I have no pleasure in the death of the wicked.
Right,
But
the Lord ain't got no pleasure in punishing us, but what that's the Lord doing that to show you, like, if you don't do good, I gotta, the Lord is a man of his word.
yeah, he gotta correct you somehow. If you continuously going off, you think the Lord is gonna sit there and let you do whatever the hell you want to do while you being checked? Are you crazy? Of course the Lord is going to correct us, man. The Lord is going to punish us if we go off,
Yeah,
man.
Right.
Scripture say he punished us in measure.
Yep.
Right.
Measure, man. Measurements.
Yep. He's a just power, man. If you do right, you're gonna receive blessing. If you don't do right, you're gonna receive evil, man. It's plain and simple.
Not a respecter of persons.
Right. Yep.
It said, but that the wicked turn from his ways and live. Turn ye from your evil ways. But why will ye die,
Right,
O
'cause
house of
especially the
Israel?
time we come into, man, you don't want to be on the Lord's bad side, man. Bad side, man. The times that we coming into, man. That's why it's so imperative to get right with the Lord now. Because times is short now, man. Things is moving fast. That door of mercy is closing quick, man.
Down to the wire.
You see what's going on, man. It's about to get crazy out here. So, you want to be in the best, the good standing with Yahweh Shem Yahushua, man. Because when all
Move very wisely and very strategically.
Yep.
Yeah.
That's right,
You
bro.
gotta really rethink shit over and over again.
Yeah,
Because
bro.
these days are extremely evil, man.
That's right, bro.
Real
That's
talk.
right, bro. Gotta be real prudent out here, man, because a lot of, you gotta think like this shit can jump off at any second, man. So, like the brother said, you gotta be wise out here, very wise, to be very strategic in how you move, man. Because we living in a time where, like I said, man, we got the whole internet thing. People are starting to, to find out things, that they never knew before, man. People are starting to look up how to stockpile, training, doing all sorts of different things, even though that's not going to, in the long run, that's not going to help them. But they're in that mind frame, man. And that's the times that we're in, you got to move accordingly to the times that you're in, man. Of course, we move spiritually, because ultimately our trust is in Yahweh Shah. We don't trust in this bullshit out here. But, it ain't no hurt to be wise, man.
Yep.
Go ahead.
It said, read again. Say unto them, as I live, saith the Lord Yahweh, I have no pleasure in the death of the wicked, but that the wicked turn from his ways and live.
Yeah.
Turn ye from your evil ways.
Right, just like when your parents would punish you, man. They'll tell you, man, I don't like doing this, but you're making me have to do this, man. Because you gotta have a boundary. You gotta set a boundary. If the child doesn't respect the boundary, the child gonna run up and down, do what the hell what they want to do.
Yep.
So the Lord ain't doing that with his people, man. The Lord, once the Lord set that threshold there and you cross it, you're gonna get dealt with, man. Okay, go ahead.
For why will you die, O house of Israel?
Right. Why should you die, man? Why should you destroy yourself like that, man? Like this, speaking about this whole rap shit. That's all Jake speak about is death. Murdering one another, man.
Yep.
What's the result of that? Life in prison, Then they throw you in prison, you on death row,
Solitary confinement.
Yeah.
Right.
Hours, bro.
Yeah.
Right.
No contact with.
Nah.
Right.
Hard slab, metal bed. That's what you get, man.
Right.
Yeah, that's like
Want
that.
to keep it real.
Yep.
Right. That's that whole. That's what all that shit is all about, man. Turning you into fucking prisoners, man.
Yep.
Criminals.
Making you part of the system. Get fucking messed up in the head, institutionalized,
Yep.
traumatized.
Yep.
The cycle continues.
Yep. And they make money off that shit, man. They
Big
exploit that
money.
shit, man.
Big money.
They got platforms dedicated to that, man.
Yeah.
Right. The way they interview these guys from different states, different cities, how they was this top gangster of this city. They did all this crime. They killed this many people. All that shit's getting glorified, man. And who's making money off of Esau, man?
Yep.
That's why they got all these different Vlads and Adam 22s, all these people, man.
Agents.
Yeah,
Yeah.
set
That
up
nigga Vlad is from the Ukraine and shit.
Yeah. Ukrainian
He's
Jew.
a rat, bro.
Right.
Yeah.
Smart.
Yep. Wow. Okay.
Yeah.
Wow. Okay. So how many
Straight
people were
crack.
Welcome back to the show.
He's in a
No
whole
flavor.
other fucking his own building, and you in a whole other building. That's a setup.
Right.
Yeah.
Right. But he set up. That's judgment for them dumbass niggas that go on that platform, man. You know what I'm saying? But because Jake shows their degeneracy on that shit, man.
Yep. So they are.
Go ahead, bro.
Therefore, thou son of man, say unto the children of thy people, the righteousness of the righteous shall not deliver him in the day of his transgression. As for the wickedness of the wicked, he shall not fall thereby in the day that he turneth from his wickedness, neither shall the righteous be able to live for his righteousness in the day that he sinneth.
Nope, because the time that we come into, where Yahweh Shah bringing all this judgment, on the society of Babylon the Great, all you jakes that heard this word, that had the opportunity to repent, and you didn't turn back to this truth, you're going to be destroyed, man. Plain and simple, man. Going back to the sounding of the trumpet, Isaiah 58:1, cry aloud, spare not, lift up thy voice as a trumpet, and show my people their transgression, in the house of Jacob their sins. Okay? And we're showing you your sins. We're showing you where you're going off, man. Okay? If you out here getting tattoos, okay, you out here committing adultery, you out here murdering one another, robbing from one another, okay, and you continue in that cycle, y'all about Shimon Shai got judgment waiting on you, man. You
Quick,
got,
quick. It's the book of Colossians chapter 3, verses 5 and 6. Colossians chapter 3, verses 5 and 6. It says, mortify therefore your members which are upon the earth, fornication, uncleanness, inordinate affection, evil concupiscence, and covetousness, which is idolatry, for which things sake the wrath of Yahweh, Ba'ashem Yahushai, cometh on the children of disobedience.
right, you're supposed to cut all those things off. You're supposed to dead those things, man. You know, that's part of putting on that new man. You have to kill the old man. Right. You have to kill all that filth, man. You know, because in the world, you know, if you was the brother that was committing adultery and you hear this word, and you're supposed to, you know, and you hear you're not supposed to sleep with another man's wife, you're supposed to take heed of that, man. You know, you shouldn't have, you know, of course, you know, we in the flesh, but you gotta fight that shit, man. You might be at work, you might be working with a woman, and she's very attractive, but she has a husband, man. Right. You know, you got to fight that, man. You gotta be like, man, fuck out of here. You know, if it's possible, don't even be near her, man. Yeah. You know, don't even put yourself in a situation where you can be tempted like that, man. Right. You know,
motherfuckers get murdered.
Yeah, bro.
And that's the vibration that's being pushed. Music, these guys push out like Future and all these guys. Yeah. Someone taking somebody else's bitch and all that.
Yeah. Right.
Some of us think that's normal. That's why it's wicked as hell.
Yeah.
And women think that's being normalized too. Women to be ratchets.
Right.
All across the board.
Yeah. Right.
All across the board, bro.
Yeah.
Everybody wants to be a fucking gangster or a ratchet.
Right.
Like damn. All across the board, even down in the Caribbean. That's the vibe, man.
Yeah.
Those women to be fucking straight up sluts.
Yeah.
It's fucking disgusted. It's totally confusing.
Yeah, bro.
You being a guy now who was green, get caught up with one of them bitches, this might ruin your life.
Yeah.
Lord, he with you, man.
Yeah, bro.
And laugh about it.
That's right, bro.
Yeah.
There's a lot of evil and temptation
A lot of
in this
evil
world.
shit out here, man.
You know, and that's why, you know, it's very imperative to stay in this word, man. Yep. You know, because this is what's going to keep us stable, man. This is what's going to keep us, you know, on that right path, man. You know, this is our guide, man. This is what, you know, we should go to, you know, as far as, you know, making decisions, man. You know, our decisions should be based on what's in this book, man. Okay? That's why we, you know, we're not living after the flesh. We're living after the spirit, man.
Yeah.
Right. You know?
This flesh is extremely corrupt, man.
Yeah, bro.
End up in the pit, you can't get out. The Spirit of the Lord will leave you. And you out here looking like Dennis Rodman and shit.
Yeah. Yeah, bro.
Messed up.
You know what I'm saying?
Nigga don't even look human no more.
Yeah.
Yeah, bro.
Straight. He's a walking diabolical demon.
That's right, bro. You know what I'm saying? And you see the benefits in obeying the Lord, walking after these scriptures, man. Right. You see all the danger that you avoid.
Yeah.
You know what I'm saying? You see all this evil out here that you're shielded from by simply being obedient unto the Lord's word, man.
Right.
You know, and that's what Jake. That's the thing that gets Jake always in trouble is that rebellious ass spirit, man. Yep. You know, anytime you know the Lord, because the Lord got us out here, but Jake, the Lord be showing Jake things, man, certain things. The Lord be showing Jake certain signals, but Jake just ignore it, man.
Yeah, they know that frequency,
that
vibration,
technology.
Lord, open your minds to these things, man.
Yep, that's right, bro. You know what I'm saying? Because even a lot of these gang members, they'll give testimonies, man, how they'll have a sense like something's telling them, hey, don't go into that street, don't go into that building. They don't listen and they can judge right away. They get fucking hot and they paralyzed from their waist down. Yep. You know, like the brother said, they not connected. They don't have that connection with the Lord, man. You know?
Yeah, because the whole thing in LA, Big U's son, you should know, man, your father got mad edibles.
Yeah.
I'm not moving around by myself like that. I want to give him that insight.
Right.
Now he's fucking gone.
Yeah, he knew though.
But Jake just think they untouchable.
Yeah. But he was right there. He was like where he was at was he was gonna be at.
Danger
Especially
zone.
at night.
Yeah. Right.
Yeah.
Whatever, hey, judgment though.
Judgment.
Yeah.
Okay, hey, he killed the white son many times over. So he got a lot of blood in his hand.
Yeah.
You know?
Yeah. That's right, bro.
That's it.
Go ahead.
Yeah, you were done with that?
Yeah, I was cool.
Yeah. Back in the Ezekiel 33, and we go to verse 13. When I shall say to the righteous that he shall surely live if he trusts to his own righteousness.
Right, that's talking about the start with the elect right now, because that's the ones that's seeking after righteousness. You know, start with apostles, elders on down. You know, us out here that's preaching this gospel, man. Okay, because majority of our people, they're like we said, they're in that cycle of all sort of bullshit, man. Evil,
Cycle of
sin.
iniquity, man.
Yep.
That's why these households be so messed up.
Yeah.
Families rip apart. Because of their iniquity.
Yep.
Generational curses, man.
Yep.
See, that's why the elect is so precious, man.
Yeah, bro.
Uproot us and break these chains.
Yep.
Break these curses.
That's right.
You start over with those men.
Yep.
Those elect ladies as well.
Yep.
Whatever else you got in store, man.
That's right.
No more NBA young boys. No more Jada Pickett Smith. Bunch of weirdos, man.
Yeah, bro. You know.
Yep. It said, and commit iniquity, all his righteousness shall not be remembered.
Right, so you come into this truth, right? You know you an Israelite, but you be a hypocrite. You out there committing adultery, but you know the truth, but you commit adultery. You know, all that righteousness that you've done, the Lord ain't gonna remember that. You know, so that's why it's best to be humble, man. You know, you got individuals that come into this thing, they get all big-headed, thinking they this shit. You know what I'm saying? They shit don't stink, so to speak. You know what I'm saying?
And you nothing but a worm.
Right.
Nothing but a grasshopper, man.
Yeah, bro.
Like, for real.
Yeah, bro.
Scripture say, it says it, man, we're grasshoppers underneath him, man.
Yeah, bro.
It said, heaven is my throne and the earth is my footstool.
Yeah,
What?
bro. Yeah,
man.
bro. That's
Scripture,
right.
Yep. Scripture also say how the Lord, he resisted the proud. You know, he don't deal with the proud, haughty spirit, man.
Right. Right. Because they, you know, it's, in Isaiah it says they Israel trying to make their ways equal with the Lord ways. It don't work like that, man. That's gonna get you in trouble every single time. That's what happened with Jake. When Jake get extolled, Jake get put on this pedestal, they get all big headed. They think they're above reproach, man.
Right.
You know, and that's why now the Lord, see, this is it, man. Ain't gonna be no other captivity after this, man. Right. This is it, man. You know what I'm saying? And the Lord willing, man, we hoping to make it, man. We hoping that, you know, when the Lord return, that we on the Lord's good side, man. Right. Because when we know what the Lord is bringing, it's like unlike anything this world's ever seen, man. You know, and you gotta put that in. You know, you gotta really think about that, man. It's gonna be some shit out here, man. You know. Go ahead.
Yep. It said, but for his iniquity that he had committed, he shall die for it.
Yeah, you're gonna die for your iniquity, man. Like the brother said, the Lord is not a respecter of persons, man.
Yeah,
you know?
We're like the grasshoppers. I got it. I had it right here in my finger. There's Isaiah chapter 40, verse 21.
Yep.
Go right there. It says, have ye not known? Have ye not heard? Had it not been told you from the beginning? Have ye not understood from the foundation of the earth? It is he that sitteth upon the circle of the earth, and the inhabitants and the inhabitants thereof are as grasshoppers. Right? The heavens as a curtain, and spreadeth them out as a tent to dwell in. So everybody, worms, grasshoppers, man. Circle the eyes of the Most High, eyes, man.
Right.
Circles.
Right.
Circle of the earth, yeah. All to the top.
Yeah, bro. And it goes to go to show you, man. You can't be bragging about your righteousness. I did this, I did that, man. Right. Because we all fall short, man. Yeah, none of us is perfect, man. You know, we still in this fuck, still go off, man. You know, that's why we needed a Savior, Yahweh Shai, man. Yeah. You know, because Jake, like I said, Jake could do that. Jake is all about boasting and talking shit, man. Yeah. You know, and that's why the Lord brings that punishment. He brings that pain upon our people, man. This is because during the time of Judges, when Israel didn't drive out those nations, the Lord left them there to be a thorn. You know, the proof is, he said, he left them there to prove Israel, man. To see whether they was going to be obedient unto his word, man.
Right.
You know? So the Lord, hey, man, the Lord already know how our people are, man.
Yep.
That's why he told Ezekiel, make your face hard against their face, man. You know, because he already told them they ain't going to listen to you.
Right.
He told Samuel the same thing. They're not going to listen to you. They ain't listening to me.
And the Most High showed his power, how he did it Nebuchadnezzar.
Right.
Raised him up, brought him down to a beastly state,
Right.
and opened back up his understanding. This is what Nebuchadnezzar said right here, real quick.
Okay.
This is Daniel chapter 4,
Yeah.
all right, verse 33, going down. Daniel chapter 4, verse 33. The same hour was a thing fulfilled upon Nebuchadnezzar, and he was driven from men and did eat grass as oxen, and his body was wet with the dew of heaven, till his ears were grown like an eagle's feathers, and his nails like the bird's claw. Turned him into a beast.
Yeah.
See?
Long ass nails.
Yeah, man.
Yeah.
You consider a homeless person today.
Yeah.
This is way worse.
Yeah.
And it says, and at the end of the days, I, Nebuchadnezzar, lifted up my eyes unto heaven, and my understanding returned unto me. That's going over Israel. Our understanding is returning.
Yep.
All right? And I bless the Most High, and praise and honor him that liveth forever, whose dominion is an everlasting dominion,
Right.
and his kingdom is from generation to generation.
Yep.
Now here's the point. All the inhabitants of the earth are reputed as nothing. And he do it according to his will in the army of heaven, the angels, man,
Yeah, bro.
and among the inhabitants of the earth.
Yep.
All right? And none can stand his hand or say unto him, what doest thou? Nobody can tell the Most High
Nothing.
what to do.
Yep.
He's going to do whatever he feels like doing, which is right here in the Bible.
Right.
What the Lord has been doing, what's about to happen, it's right here in this book.
Yep.
Our book.
That's right,
Right.
bro.
Who can resist his will?
Who can resist his will?
Right.
Romans the 9th chapter.
Yep.
See?
That's right,
So
bro.
that Esau and the birthright was never his.
What?
Most I traumatized the whole thing, man. Like, damn.
I'm saying that's because
Got people fighting against each other, all types of shit.
Yep.
It's crazy, man.
This is the scene. This is gonna happen in this scene. You know.
Yeah.
This is the script right here, man. This is the Most High's movie, man.
Yep.
You know. He got the vessel for honor and the vessel for dishonor, man.
Exactly.
You know, the good guy and the bad guy, man. You know.
Yeah.
Right.
So that's something to ponder on.
Yeah, bro.
You know?
Yep.
You just fucking organs, bones, and right, and these bodies are extremely fragile.
Yeah, bro.
Extremely fragile.
Yeah, bro.
You know?
Yeah.
Look how the Lord did Muhammad Ali.
Oh, man, jacking that up.
One of the baddest men on the planet, and left out like a vegetable, shaking. People gotta take care of him and shit.
Yeah.
And that's a humbling, bro. That is so humbling, man.
Yeah, bro. You can't even talk no more.
Couldn't even talk. He's talking all kinds of shit.
Yeah. That was his,
Trying to
one
shut
of
his mouth.
his
Yeah.
nickname. He was called the mouth of the South.
Mouth of the South.
Yeah.
Good, bro. What's up, man? Nah, you
Right,
good,
right,
man.
right.
How you doing? How you doing, man? How you
All right,
doing?
man.
How you doing, man? How you doing? I mean, nice to meet you. Nice to meet you.
Nice to meet you,
Yeah,
too. You have a blessed day, man.
You guys taking videos?
Nah, we just reading the Bible.
All right. Oh, you're doing videos out here. All right,
sir.
man.
Yes,
sir, man.
Keep,
Go on.
keep doing it, man.
Yeah, you
All
too.
right.
I love you very much, man.
There you go.
Yeah. All right,
All
brother.
right, man.
Hey, bless.
All right, bro.
Yep. Back in Ezekiel 33 and 14. Again, when I say unto the wicked, thou shalt surely die.
Once again, that's referring to Israelites. Go ahead.
If he turn from his sin and do that which is lawful and right, if the wicked restore the pledge, give again that he have robbed, walk in the statute of life, without committing iniquity.
Right, because the Lord made a covenant with us, man. He gave us these laws, statutes, and commandments to separate us from these nations, man. This is what makes us near unto the Lord, man. You know, by him giving us these laws, man, to abide by, man.
Right.
And see what Jake want to do. Jake want to be just like the heathen, man. You know, that's why it says to trust not in oppression, to choose, trust not the oppressor and choose none of his ways. This is what fucks Jake up, you know, taking on the ways of these other nations, man. But
He shall surely live, he shall not die.
right, so if you coming back to our heritage, coming back to this truth, coming back that the fact that you're an Israelite, okay, that's how you will be able to escape that judgment, you know, especially if you're of the elect, man.
That's the main point.
That's the main thing, being of the elect.
The elect.
You know what I'm saying? But you know that's being on on track to becoming of the elect. You know, because the majority of our people, they're not even going to have this opportunity.
Yep.
The Lord just totally blinded them. They just going to be a nigga, man. Speak here in this land.
That's right.
You know.
Jake used to sing about that, man. He's gonna be a nigga for life.
Nigga for life. Nigga for life.
Right. Niggas for life.
That's no punishment on earth.
Yeah. That's right.
Here it is. Here's your opportunity.
Yeah. Niggas with attitude.
That nigga Pac made that song. I'd rather be your N-I-G-G.
Yeah.
Man, Pac is dead.
Yeah.
Pow.
The nigga all right.
He's dead, nigga, now.
Yeah. None of his sin that he had committed shall be mentioned unto him.
Right, those iniquities gonna be blotted out.
Yeah.
Man. That's the elect.
The elect.
The ones that's written in the book of life.
We all sinful preachers, man, out here, man.
Yep. That's right. You know what I'm saying? That's why I say it's imperative to be on the Lord's good side,
Yeah,
man.
man.
Because the Lord has the authority to blot out your iniquity, man.
That's
You know?
right.
So
Everything is under Yahweh's shot.
Yep. Yep. That's right, bro. You know what I'm saying? In the world that's to come, you know, we gonna be perfect. We ain't gonna go off man. You know, that's a beautiful thing, man. You know, because that's exactly the reason why we're in this predicament, because of this rebellious evil flesh, man. This evil flesh that we're in, man.
Right.
You know, because this flesh ain't programmed to be
Hell no.
100% righteous, man.
It's impossible.
Yeah.
No man of the Lord got it right.
Yeah, bro.
Even though the whole situation with Moses,
Yeah.
that one mistake, which was all set up.
Right.
He didn't even see the promised land at that time.
Yeah, bro. You know what I'm saying? And that's all the education for us, man.
Yeah,
You know?
look at the disciples.
Yeah.
Peter denied the Lord 3 times.
Yeah, bro.
He was with him.
Yeah.
Denied him.
I don't
Yeah,
know
bro.
You know what I'm saying? So there's a lot going on in the scriptures, man.
Yeah,
If
bro.
you're part of the right doctrine, you want to hold on to it if you're part of the elect.
That's right, bro. That's right,
You know?
bro. Show you that the spirit is willing, but the flesh is weak.
Yeah.
You know?
And they saw all types of miracles.
Yeah, bro.
They were there.
Yeah.
Yahweh was trying to transfigure himself. He was there.
Yeah.
He got to the boiling point. He denied the Lord. You're like, damn.
Yeah,
See?
bro.
So,
And
a lot of
the Lord
things to
told him
consider.
that too.
Yeah.
He said he told Peter that he was going to deny him.
What a
Yep.
crazy dynamic, right?
Yeah. Yeah.
All right, bro. This is Romans 7:23. It says, "But I see another law in my members, warring against the law of my mind and bringing me into captivity."
That's Apostle Paul speaking, man. You know, that's that spirit battling in that flesh, man.
Yep.
You know, and that's all of it, man. We constantly battling that flesh, man.
Yeah.
You know, like I said, we not perfect, you know, but we striving. You know, there's a difference between striving and not striving, man.
Yeah.
Jake out here, they not striving, they not fighting.
They're not even tips.
You know.
Right? So the law of sin, which is in my members,
Yep. The sin has been
Yeah.
sown in us.
Yep.
Going back to what happened to Adam.
Yep.
Yep.
says, "Oh wretched man that I am,
Wretched men.
Hebrew of the Hebrew.
Yep.
Right.
You know.
Put all.
Wretched men. Subject to demonic thoughts, negative thoughts,
Yep.
all kinds.
Yeah, bro.
See people talking to themselves.
Yeah, bro.
Trying to fight them thoughts.
Yeah.
So people ain't gonna have that avenue
Right.
to fight.
Yep.
It become a beasts.
That's right.
They got jailhouses for
Yeah, yeah, bro. You know what I'm saying? The Apostle Paul, he knew the law. You know, he was a Pharisee. You know?
Right. So how the hell, if he knew the law, a master of it, he's teaching idolatry?
Right.
Because you don't understand his teaching.
Right.
It was a stumbling block onto you fools back then, like how it is now.
Right.
How this man got knocked off his horse.
Right.
Yeah.
Divine intervention. And you niggas dealt with that?
Right.
Y'all was shot revealed himself, man.
Right.
Now he's teaching idolatry. Come on, bro.
Right.
It's
Right.
ridiculous.
Right. Right.
Yeah.
A chosen vessel by the Lord himself.
Bro,
Right.
knocked off his heart. Come on, bro. Think about that.
Yeah.
You just riding. And blam! Oh, what the
Yeah.
fuck?
Right. Right. Right.
He even said in Romans, do we make void the law?
Yeah.
God forbid. So
Right.
what's the second commandment, man?
Yep.
Yep.
Come
Love
on,
the
man.
Most High with all thy heart.
Right.
That's
Right.
it, right?
Nah, thou
love
shalt
the
not
brother.
build up idols.
Oh, that's sick.
Idolatry right there.
Idolatry,
So he
my bad.
knows, man.
Oh,
You know?
talking about that.
Okay, my bad.
You guys is tripping, man.
That's right.
Yep. Yeah, bro. You know what I'm saying? Because that whole controversy during that time with the Israelite foreigners, man. You know, because that's what he was set up for the Israelite foreigners.
Right.
You know, but you know, the elect is gonna get it, man.
Yeah.
Like it's gonna say, my sheep hear my voice, they follow me, man. You know, that's not gonna be something hard for the elect to understand, man.
Yep.
Yeah, it says, "Oh, wretched man that I am, who shall deliver me from the body of this death?"
And that's what we waiting on, you know.
Man.
That's why those new bodies, they're gonna be perfect, man. We're not gonna have those negative thoughts, those evil thoughts. Okay? We're not gonna go off, man. You know, those new bodies, man. That's our expectation, man.
Right.
That's our hope.
Who shall deliver me? Who's delivered?
Right.
Y'all
Yep,
shall.
yep. Yep. You know what I'm saying? Because that's the only way for us to, you know, to be beamed up into those shit, you know?
Right.
You have to be changed, man. You know?
It says, "I thank the Most High through Yahweh Shai, Hamashiach our Lord. So then with the mind, I myself serve the law of the Most High, but with the flesh, the law of sin."
Right. See, so even us knowing what we know, being in this truth, we still battle that flesh, man.
Subject to sin.
You know?
His flesh, you know?
You know, we still go off, but you know, that's why, you know, we pray, we fast. You know,
Mercy, righteous
righteous, you know, praying for the Lord's mercy, man. Because that's what all boils down to. It's gonna boil down to the Lord, whoever the Lord, like he's told, they quoted in Romans in the 9th chapter, the Lord have mercy on whom he will have mercy. He will have compassion on whom he will have compassion upon, man. You know?
All the nations before him are nothing.
Yep.
Less than nothing.
That's right. And he was only speaking about Israelites, man. He wasn't talking about the other nations. Right? Go ahead.
Back in Ezekiel 33, the verse, what was that, 15? No, 14. "Again, when I say unto the wicked, thou shalt surely die, if he turn from his sin and do that which is lawful and right."
Right. Come, you know, burn. That's why you see brothers with beards on their face. That's in the law. You know, brothers keep the Sabbath to the best of our ability. Okay? Keep the dietary law to the best of our ability. This is a way of us rehearsing the righteous acts to show forth our faith. Because faith without works is dead. You can't say that you have faith in the Lord, but you don't have any works to show forth. Mainly it's us coming out here teaching and also doing our videos, you know. That's how we show our faith towards the Lord, man. Go ahead. Yeah, being brotherly, that's very important. All right, go ahead.
"If the wicked restore the pledge, give again that he robbed, walk in the statute of life, without committing iniquity, he shall surely live, he shall not die."
Right, so if you return back to your true heritage, to your true culture, right, you're gonna be preserved from those things, you know, if we be of the elect, man, you know. Yeah, but that's why we say hopefully, the hopeful elect, man. Go ahead.
"None of his sin that he had committed shall be mentioned unto him. He had done that which is lawful and right, he shall surely live."
Right, just like with Esau's whole court system. Esau do all this bullshit. They get off scot-free. You know, for years they how they been slaughtering Jake, man. They get off scot-free, man. Don't see no kind of judgment whatsoever, man. You know, and that's in wickedness, man. You know, so with the elect, all the things that they've done, the sins that they committed against the Lord's going to pardon all that, man. Okay, go ahead.
Yet the children of thy people say, the way of the Lord is not equal, but as for them,
right? That's Jacob's mind frame, man. You know, that Jake gonna do, I'm gonna still do me. I'm gonna do what I want to do. You know, go ahead.
the ways of the Lord is not equal, but as for them, their way is not equal. When the righteous turn
That's
from
why in Isaiah 55, man, what the Lord say, he said, my ways are higher than your ways. My thoughts are higher than your thoughts. You know, that's and the Lord is constantly reminding Jake, man, you know, through his prophets, man. Okay? All that stubbornness is gonna lead you to destruction, man. Okay? Go ahead.
when the righteous turn from his righteousness and committed iniquity, he shall even die thereby.
Right, those that go back, the guys that came in and went back into the world, man. Okay, and you can see, you know, certain dudes that was in this thing that was on fire at one point. You see them now, they look blow the fuck out, man. Lord, fucking, yo, man, Jake is through, man. Wow, man, like that's just another example why we should fear the Lord, man. You know, this thing ain't no joke. This ain't nothing to be taken lightly, man. You know, like the brother said earlier, the Lord is not mocked, man. You know, so a guy coming out there, coming out preaching the word, but you really don't believe, you only deceiving yourself, man, at the end of the day, man. You know, because the Lord can see our heart. You know, he can see that inward man, man. He knows who you really are, man.
He's your creator.
Yeah.
But ultimately, God is the judge.
That's right, bro. Yeah. That's right. Go ahead.
But if the wicked turn from his wickedness and do that which is lawful and right,
And that's a beautiful sight, man. That's a beautiful sight.
yeah,
You know, when Jake turns back to the Lord, man. Even the angels rejoice.
yeah.
You know? Because think about it, man. You see the average Jake out here, man, like the brother said, you see these NBA young boys, these Kodak black niggas, you know. You're like, damn, you know. But if it's the Lord's will, the Lord can take a Jake like that and turn him around, man.
Yeah.
You know? Just like I said before, we was on the other side at one point, man. We was in the world. We was under all this spell of all this bullshit out here, man.
Right.
You know, but it's the spirit of the Yahweh shine, you know, through our teachers. You know, we heard this word, and you know, we made that 180, man. And we still, you know, like brother just read that fight between the spirit and the flesh. This is a spiritual battle, man.
Yep.
Every day. It doesn't stop, man. So that's why it's important to remain diligent, man. Okay? You can't have that mindset. You come into this thing, oh, I've been in here X amount of years, I'm gonna sit back. No, it don't work like that, man. You know? That's why the apostles always throughout the years been giving testimonies on how, you know, guys from the old school, guys that were leaders at one point, a lot of them, they took their hand off the plow, man. You know, they were settled on their leaves, man. You know? That was for our learning, man. You know? Because everything written aforetime is written for our learning, that we may have patience and hope, man.
Right.
You know? Because we can see this place is fucking crumbling, man. But this ain't, you know, for you to go back in the world, you a goddamn fool, man. You know, this place is totally unraveling, man. You got Edomites, you got all kind of Edomites online giving testimonies on how this shit is over, man. You got motherfuckers fleeing out of America, man, moving to different countries.
Yeah.
In vain.
Yep, in vain. You know, but the point is, they see what the fuck is going on. They getting the fuck out of here, man. Because this shit is over, man. All the prospering, all this shit is over, man.
Yeah.
All the different major airports is backed up. 10%.
Yeah.
Right.
Yep.
Ontario is on the list. LAX is on the list.
Yep.
Yep.
Major airports in New York is on the list. JFK and LaGuardia.
Yeah.
You know?
29 total international airports.
Yeah.
All across Babylon.
They kept like 900 flights today alone.
Go back there.
Exactly. That's a lot. So the Lord won't pay the way for us, but I'm just saying,
Yeah, I was like,
these things are happening.
Yeah, bro.
And a lot of people make their money by traveling. People that in the sports industry, that's how they go around.
I was thinking
Athletes,
yeah.
broadcasters, people at the different venues,
Yeah.
people that move around a lot.
Yeah. Even freight. You
Yeah,
got freight that come by air, you know. That's going to affect, how a lot of these stores that they deal with that kind of freight that comes by air. They're not going to have things in stock.
Things about to go, prices of things about to go up.
Yeah, that's right. Yeah,
Prices of things are about to skyrocket, man.
that's right.
Supply and
So,
demand.
the longer this shutdown goes, the worse it's going to get. We hoping that the shutdown
That's
going, man.
We hope so,
You know what
too.
I'm saying? Because this is beautiful, man. Fuck this place, man.
Right.
Right.
Yep. Yet ye say, the way of the Lord is not equal, O ye house of Israel, I will judge you every one after his ways.
Yep, the Lord gonna judge you accordingly, man. Like it says in the Ecclesiastes 12, he gonna judge wherever good thing or wherever evil thing. Wherever it be done in secret, man, it's gonna be judged unto you, man. So it's very, very important to really be serious about this thing. Be sincere, man. You know?
Yep,
That was
over
it.
20.
Ecclesiastes 12.
This is Ecclesiastes 12 and 1.
Yep.
It says, remember now the Creator in the days of thy youth, while the evil days come not.
Right, and that's when the Lord wants you to remember him, man. In the days of your youth, man, when you at the peak of your life, man. Of course, the Lord bringing brothers that's of age, but generally speaking, that's how the Lord, he wants you to remember him, man. When the so-called, the good times in your life, man, we have all the energy, we have all your strength, and the Lord can mold you that way too, There's a lot of jakes that's of an age, they set, a lot of them be set in their ways, man.
Yep, that's a fact, man. And you're young, you got more energy, you're vibrant,
Yep. Yep.
you got all your faculties.
Yep. Yep.
It says, remember now the Creator in the days of thy youth, while the evil days come not.
Right. While the evil days come now. Because now we're in that time, the evil days are here, man. That's why it says, seek your Lord while he may be found, man. This is the time to seek the Lord. This is the time when the Lord may be found. His men that the Lord has set up. Okay? This is the counsel of Yahweh Shai, man. Okay, like I said, we're not coming out here on our own accord. We're not coming out here on our own will. This is the Lord's will, man. We speaking what the Lord commanded us to speak. Okay?
It says, nor the years draw nigh, when thou shalt say, I have no pleasure in them.
And we see that, we was talking about how, these holidays, the shit is dead out here, man. The Lord is totally taking that mirth out of here, man.
Yeah. Even on Esau Online, the whole unholy Halloween season, Esau said, man, I bought a bunch of fucking candy. No kids came to my house trick-or-treating and shouting, what the fuck going on? He said, what the hell happened?
Right.
Yep. I was like, yeah, it's over, bro.
Yeah, bro.
So, you said, man, when I was growing up, I couldn't wait, man. I got my... It's over, man.
Yeah, bro. Even with the music, man.
Yeah.
A lot of people complaining about how shitty the music is. Music sales are down at an all-time low.
Yeah.
That dude, what's his name? What's his name? Ty Dolla $ign. They said his album sold like 8,000 in his first week.
Yeah.
You know what I'm saying?
This the first time in 34 years or something odd years that a hip hop song had not been on the Billboard number one, the Billboard chart.
Right.
What's saving that whole realm is Kendrick Lamar.
Right.
Yeah.
He's the only one that's really authentic.
He wasn't invited.
Wasn't invited.
Yeah.
Right.
They not like us. That was a hit, but for some reason it didn't make it.
Exactly.
Right.
Yeah.
Right.
Yeah, bro.
That was a spiritual
It's a
song.
spiritual song.
Yep. Talking about the Israelites, man. Ain't nobody like the Israelites, man. But that's the time that we in, man.
So that nigga put on Drake. See, he's doing a little acting shit. he's good at that. You should just do that full time.
That's
Right.
his lane.
Yeah, like
Yeah.
that's your first one. That's crazy.
Yeah.
I watched the basketball.
Yeah.
You should do that.
That was his first one.
Yeah, man.
Right.
Music shit now, bro. You've been exposed, bro.
Say Drake.
Say Drake.
That was terrible. That shit right there is up there with Ether for me, bro. Like,
Yeah.
listen to that shit, you like, damn.
Yeah.
Destroyed that nigga.
Yeah, bro.
Yeah,
That's up
destroyed.
there with Ether for me, bro.
Yeah.
Yeah, he had to.
Listen.
Yeah, Drake had to turn around and sue his music group. He thought he was, you know.
Yo,
took out
that's
the
the shit
Smith.
we've been saying. He was able to bring it out
Yeah.
in such a melodic way.
Right.
Wow.
Yeah.
Yeah.
He's the only one to me.
Yeah.
Shout out to the West Coast. He's the only one, bro.
Yeah.
Everybody else is like, what the fuck?
Everybody take that for TikTok, dog.
Yeah.
Yep. Yep. You know what I'm saying? Going back to what we were saying earlier, that music, man,
Yeah.
that music can change the vibe, man, the frequency, man. Because everybody that when that song came out, especially in LA, was turned up when
Yeah.
that shit came on, man.
Yeah,
Every time that song would come on, you know?
He's authentic, man.
Yeah.
He's authentic.
Yeah,
You
bro.
know? Hey,
Yep.
it is what it is.
Yep. So, yeah, go back to that, bro.
It says, remember now thy creator in the days of thy youth, while the evil days come not, nor the years draw nigh, when thou shalt say, I have no pleasure
Right.
in them.
So before all these evils come, that's the best time to really seek after the Lord. Don't do no shit last minute. Of course, you're gonna have people that's gonna come in the last minute, but the mind frame should be you wanting to get right with the Lord before all this shit takes place, man. You know, so you'll be prepared mentally, spiritually. You know, because that's what's gonna be the stability of our times, man. You know, because if you ain't got this, you know, understanding, and all hell breaks loose, you won't be out here. You won't be lost in the fucking sauce. You know, you ain't gonna have nothing to lean upon, man. You know, you ain't gonna have no guide, man. You know, you're just gonna be out here in the dark with no light.
It's gonna get dark for real, man.
Turn lights on.
That's why in Revelation 18, that's why people are so astonished when you read it. What city is like unto this city? Like,
Right.
how the fuck this happened?
Yeah.
You know what I'm saying?
There ain't no thing like the place,
Yeah,
man.
it's, yeah. People be losing their minds.
Yeah, bro.
These things started transferring. Like, what the fuck happened? What is going on?
Right.
No, man. God is the Israelites set this whole place up. Babylon being a golden cup
Yeah.
in the Lord's hand. That is, bro.
Yeah.
Made the whole world drunken
Yep.
under this
Yeah.
vibration. That is so real.
Yep, that's right, bro.
That is everything is spins off of Babylon. Everything,
Yep.
Yep.
everything. The way they trying to have a UK versus United States rap thing going on. It's like, nah, y'all got y'all can't, y'all shouldn't be doing drill music. That
Right.
shit sounds retarded
Yeah.
with y'all. It's true, but anything else, yeah, y'all got spitters and shit. But,
Yeah, bro.
because everything spins off of Babylon.
Right.
Yeah.
Yep.
Everything,
Focus
especially
point.
you being an Israelite. They put you up in the paper. Everybody wants to be like you, talk like you.
Yeah.
Everybody wanted to be like Mike. That was real, man.
Yeah.
Hell yeah.
Everybody want to be like
Because
Mike.
of Babylon.
Yeah.
Being that golden cup.
Yep. Yeah.
See?
Yep. That's right.
That is real, man.
That's right,
You can't
bro.
say you're not, if you're of age, in your 40s, you're not, if we was playing ball back in the days with your tongue out. I did that shit.
Yeah,
With
bro.
my little crossover.
Yep. Yep.
All guilty of that. All guilty of that.
Jordan, everything was you clap the backboard. Jordan, man.
Yep.
That's real.
That's right, bro. That's right, bro. You know what I'm saying? Hey, that brother ain't lying, man.
Yeah,
'Cause especially if you look at the decades, even like with the movies, man. Like Eddie Murphy in the 80s. Eddie Murphy was shit. You know, you couldn't even fuck with Eddie Murphy. You know what I'm saying?
Another level, man.
Yeah, bro. You know, they had that, and celebrities back then had that mystique about them. And, you know, now, everybody can be a damn celebrity. You got people that got
Yeah.
YouTube channels,
Yeah.
different podcasts.
Oh, like that, yeah.
You know what I mean?
Streamers.
Yeah. And that's
Black,
his nephew.
old skinny ass Neon.
Playing.
Hanging out with Iggy Azalea. What the hell?
That dude was weird, man.
There's some weird ass shit going on.
Michael had that belt over
Some guy named Speed, he's walking around with his shirt off.
His shit, yeah, his preview made it look even bigger.
Nice and that. I'm like, what the fuck
Yeah,
is
they
going
made that
on?
shit.
Yeah, bro.
Where they come from, bro?
Yeah.
don't
They're
know,
all
bro.
puppets,
Like,
man.
what the hell?
Well, they show you
Yeah,
like the
Mariah Carey
transition.
came through here like,
How even
man, she's a
looking like
fucking
you know,
industry whore. I'm like,
Yeah.
she's screwed.
Yeah.
You know these young bucks, man, hanging around, man.
it's about time.
Stupid, bro. The folly is set in great. It is all folly. Man.
Yeah.
Yeah.
Yo, hang out, be cool and shit. Hell, that guy. It's all
Bump this
bullshit,
music from time
man.
to time.
Oh, hell yeah.
Yeah, I do.
This is Isaiah 55 and verse 6. Isaiah 55 and 6, it says, seek ye Yahweh while he may be found. Call ye upon him while he is near.
Right. This is the time to seek. Yeah, how about Shmi Shad, man?
Right.
This is the time to call upon while he is near, man. You know, and we only got a few brothers out here, which is beautiful. You know, but you know, Jake, you know, it's tons of Israelites out here, and especially here in Fontana, in California. Period. This is Northern Kingdom country, man.
Yep.
You know, but like we was going into early, this is all about the elect, man. The Lord is not looking for quality. I mean, quantity. He's looking for quality, man.
Yep.
You know, and a lot of these Israelites out here in California, they wicked as hell, man. You know, this is a demonic ass region, man.
Man, you know, people say that people acting like it's Miami and more demonic than LA. What the dude was acting like, hell no, LA is demonic.
Yeah,
Demonic
bro.
shit.
Yeah,
Get caught
bro.
up, man.
Yeah, bro.
One big smell out there, man.
Yeah. I had a different feeling about breaking Miami. It felt like Hollywood. Hollywood is like, because you know, it's the movie, the production, all that stuff.
Right.
Why, bro? You feel it. You're like, what the fuck is this?
Yeah.
It's like going up to DC.
Yeah.
That
That's how LA
area,
is.
that's demonic as fuck. You can feel that shit, bro.
It's true. Pubs and witchcraft.
Yeah, I drove to DC my whole. I was like, I don't know how to explain. It wasn't a headache.
Yeah.
It just felt weird.
Felt something.
What the fuck is that, man? And I know how in depth is according to scriptures that is, man.
Yeah.
Damn, bro. That's why it's once upon a time the murder capital, man.
Yeah.
Yes.
Shit.
Yep. Southeast, DC.
Yeah, bro.
Yeah, niggas.
All
crazy.
Jakes is at.
Yes.
Terrible, man.
And DC Jakes hated New York Jakes, man.
Oh, yeah, man.
Oh, I know.
Yeah.
And it's crazy, but I visited Southeast DC, and you can literally see the White House in that hood.
Yeah.
It's like the street, all the streets at an angle. And you can literally see the White House like 2 miles away, and it's crazy how close the hood is to the.
Same thing with that college, USC.
Yeah, USC is right in the hood.
Right in the hood.
Yep.
They created crack cocaine.
Yep.
On your
Yep.
ass, man. In UCLA. The UCLA, my bad.
Yeah.
UCLA.
Yeah, UCLA is more in
Yeah, my bad.
in Westwood, but USC is in the hood
It's
though.
in the hood.
Yep. Yep.
University of South Central.
Yeah, bro.
Everybody in South Central right to USC.
Go ahead, bro.
It says, seek ye Yahweh while he may be found. Call ye upon him while he is near. Let the wicked forsake his way.
Once again, that's an Israelite. Let the wicked forsake his way, because this is the counsel of Yahweh Shemi Shad, man. So you not taking heed to the us out here. You're basically rejecting the Lord's counsel, man. Yep. Proverbs 1 and 20, man. Lord, this is the Lord stretching forth his hand to you Israelites, man. All right, go ahead.
Let the wicked forsake his way, and the unrighteous man his thoughts.
Yep. Go ahead.
And let him return unto Yahweh, and he will have mercy upon him.
Right,
And
that's right now only applies to the elect. Okay, the elect, the Lord's gonna have mercy upon the elect, the nation of Israel, man. You know, he's not gonna have mercy on all Israel's not gonna make it out of here, man. You know, there's gonna be more Israelites that don't make it that are gonna make it, man. Okay? That's a scary thing, man. This ain't, you know, this should terrify you, man. You know?
Right.
This is an incentive to do right, man. That's what the Lord uses those punishments for. He uses it as an incentive to do right. They instead of fearing you so you don't go off, you know. But you know, like we was going into earlier, you know, this flesh is evil, man. You know, that's why we're gonna need those new bodies, you know. But those of us that striving, that's actually fighting, that's actually, you know, giving forth that effort, you know, those are the individuals that's on the right path, man.
It's 1 Corinthians 15 and 34. 1 Corinthians 15 and 34. Awake to righteousness and sin not.
Yup. Come back to this truth, man.
Come back to the commandments.
Yup. Come back to the keeping the ways of the Lord, man.
Yup.
Okay? Because the ways of the Lord is being made known to us, man.
Yup.
Okay? So the Drewski, the guy, whoever that made fun of this thing, you making fun of your own heritage. You know?
Dumbass.
You know? And you bringing evil.
Butthead ass nigga.
Yeah.
Dumbass.
Right.
You know? You bringing evil on
your own self.
You know? You only hurt your own self, bro. You know? For what? You gonna have to go viral to get some likes, man? You know? Get some damn likes on your video.
Yeah.
That show you the mindset. These people are childish, man.
Yeah.
That perpetual state of childhood.
Yeah.
Right. You know?
See, that's why Scripture said, remember this, show yourselves men.
Right.
Like, man, that's child. When you read this and get the severity of this, man, like, bro,
That's right, bro.
crazy, man.
That's why Lord called our people sottish children, man. You know?
Stupid.
Coming into this truth, you see it crystal clear, man.
Yeah.
Why the Lord went so hard against us, man.
Yeah.
You know?
Jake, I'm sorry, Jake went off so bad during the time of kings, they was doing human sacrifice for their children to Molech.
Oh yeah.
That's how bad it was going on, bro.
Real bad.
Like, that's horrible, man.
Yeah.
To Baal and shit like that. The innocent babies. It's in there in the book of Jeremiah.
Yeah.
Crazy.
Yeah.
Crazy as hell.
Yeah.
So the kings of Judah was doing that shit.
Yep.
Yep. And them bitches, they doing it again today.
Doing it again today,
Planned
bro.
Parenthood is a perfect example, bro.
Yep.
That's a very disgusting process too. When you look into it,
Yeah.
it's a crazy process. But that's the same thing. They sacrificing their children unto idols, man. They don't even know it.
You don't even know it, man.
Yep. Yep.
That's horrible. And you wonder why we got pulled up out of our land. Do you know your history?
Yeah.
Shit Jake was doing, bro.
Hell yeah, bro.
Evil as hell.
Yep.
Forsook the Most sideways.
Yep.
You know?
Yeah.
Even though he had certain kings, the Most High used and they was trying to do right.
Right.
Still got pulled up out of that land.
Yep.
He just used those kings that were doing right to prolong
Yeah.
that season of prophecy can be fulfilled.
Yep.
Right.
Yep.
Everybody else was tripping.
Right. Syria's got the northern kingdom, and the 200 some years down the line, Babylonians got the southern kingdom, man.
Yep.
You know, they destroyed the temple in Jerusalem.
It fucked us up. Babylonians fucked us up, man.
Yep. Yep.
Isn't that nice?
Yep.
Yeah.
Then, the spirit had a king of Persia, Cyrus. He made that decree for Jake to go back and build up.
After the Babylonian captivity.
Yep.
Awake to righteousness and sin not, but some have not the knowledge of Yahweh. I speak this to your shame.
Yep, that's the 2/3. You know, they what Scripture say in Hosea, my people are destroyed for the lack of knowledge, man. You know, that's why you see our people the way they look. You see the whole degenerate mind frame, man.
Man shall be known by his looks,
Yep.
by his gait, the way they look, the way they walk, the way they talk.
Yep. Yeah, bro.
These young Jakes, they can't understand how to speak properly, man.
Right.
Was I like that? Like,
Yeah, bro.
You know,
Yep.
it's horrible.
Yeah, bro.
It's horrible.
That's the result of being void of the Lord's ways, man. Being void of this understanding, man.
Then you got the snooty dudes that get education.
Right.
Now they on some foundational black shit.
Oh yeah. Yeah.
Like, what
Right.
the fuck is that, man?
Right.
Right, bro.
Fool.
Yep.
Okay.
We got one more. Ephesians 5 and 14. Wherefore he says, awake thou that sleepest, and arise from the dead, and your house shall give thee light.
Right.
Man.
That old man.
Yep.
Okay. That rise from that dead state. You not, being completely ignorant to this understanding, man. You know, because at one point we were dead. You know, we was those dry bones. You know, not having no understanding. You know, walking around up and down, calling ourselves black, Mexican, Puerto Rican, so on and so forth, man. You know, now we've been given this understanding. Okay, now we have an opportunity to get good graces with the Lord.
Fuck that.
Yeah, that smog test is bullshit, bro.
That's man.
Satan, man.
The Ephesians 5 and 14. Wherefore he saith, awake thou that sleepest, and arise from the dead, and how I shall give thee light.
Right, because when we first heard this truth, I remember, you know, before I came into this, my sister, she was watching the videos, you know. But at the time, I was paying it no mind. I thought she was, I mean, what the fuck you watching, you know? But that was me in that dead state, you know. But once I heard the apostles, when I seen the apostles and the elders, that's right there, something clicked.
Yep.
You know?
Our eyes shall see thy teachers.
Yep.
That's what happened to all of them. Like,
Yeah, bro. Because at first I was, you know, watching the IHBK, but I wasn't really getting edified. I was like, all these dudes, they just yelling, you know what I mean? But then when I heard the apostles and elders, they was bringing scriptures out. You know, like within like 5 minutes, I looked down, I had like 16 scriptures written down already, you know?
Yep.
Real.
I was like, wow, man, these guys is deep. You know what I'm saying? And I've been hooked ever since, you know? And that's how it worked, you know? Because a lot of our people, you know, they hear these videos, you know, they hear certain curse words, they get offended. They, you know, it's like a bad taste in their mouth.
Yeah.
You
They
know,
have this fake reality of a person reading the Bible how they're supposed to be.
Right.
That's what happened to a lot of people. That's why them people are false.
Right.
People that are trying to bring this world, people say they are alive, man.
Yeah.
Yep.
You understand what I'm saying?
Yeah.
That's what the scriptures say. Everybody that's holding higher degree in this world, they are a fucking lie.
Abomination.
Yeah, those pastors, those guys, they're trying to fall lies.
This is St. John chapter 5 and verse 21. St. John chapter 5 and verse 21. For as the Father raiseth up the dead and quickeneth them, even so the Son quickeneth whom he will.
Yeah. We're gonna get back to this truth,
Yeah,
man.
wickedness is to make alive.
Yep.
That's like you can link that up with the valley of dry bones. Once
Yep.
claiming back everything that we lost.
Yep.
That's what happened with the elect. Watch out,
Yep.
bro.
Yep.
The Most High is quickening us to
Yep.
make alive.
That's right. Come on. It's that scripture in John 6. It said the spirit that quickeneth, first apostle. Whereas I speak unto you, they are spirit, they are life. Yep. You know, because that's the Ezekiel, going back to Ezekiel with the dry bones. That's us in that dead state. You know, when the flesh and the sinews coming together, the breath. That's this truth, man. You know, being resurrected. You know, spiritually. You know, out of that dead state. You know, because it was a period that we was all in that, all Israel was in that dead state. You know, now we're in that time where we're Revelation 11 and 8, standing upon our feet, man. You know. Go ahead.
Verse 22. It says, for the Father judgeth no man, but hath committed all judgment unto the Son.
Yep.
Yep.
That's who's in charge right now.
Right, all authority. You know what I'm saying? Authority. When the Lord returns, all are going to have to bow before him, man.
Right.
You know? So, yeah, we do worship Yahweh Shah, man. Okay? Anybody that says otherwise, they're a demon, man.
Yep.
Okay?
I can read verse 23. What you say? Verse 23. That all men shall honor the Son, even as they honor the Father.
Yep. That's worshiping Yahweh Shai.
That's right.
That's word. Honor is worship.
Yep. That's right, bro. You know, those that were not, the Lord, get that, matter of fact, get that Luke 19. Yep. Those rebels, they gonna get punished out, man. You know, those that don't want to bow to our Lord Yahweh Shai, they gonna get the sword.
bring them hither and slay them before me.
Yeah.
He's not going to do it. His
Yeah.
servants are going to do it.
That's right.
That's right.
They're gonna
Chop
take the
your
sword.
goddamn head off, man.
That's right. I believe it's 27.
He's on the road.
Yep.
Man, they should make more of the beach,
On
man.
point.
Look.
This day.
Yeah.
Yeah, it's still hot and shit.
Hey,
Where,
Jack.
man?
It's Luke 19 and 27.
Right.
Luke 19 and 27. But those my enemies, which would not that I should reign over them.
Most High has enemies.
Yep. That's right.
Son has enemies.
That's right. That's right, bro.
You know?
Go ahead.
Bring hither and slay them before me.
Yep. So those all our people, they don't want to get with the Lord's program. They gonna get slain by that sword, man. And like the brother said, the Lord's servants is gonna partake in that, man. Okay. So this is why, you know, like I said, we was reading Ezekiel 33rd chapter. Those of you that don't take heed to this warning, your blood is gonna be upon your own hand, man. Because this is the Lord's message, man.
Yep.
You know. So if you think you coming against us, you're not coming against us. You're coming against the Lord, man. Okay, you making yourself an enemy to the Lord, man. Okay, go ahead. That's it.
Back in St. John chapter 5 verse 23, that all men shall honor the Son, even as they honor the Father. He that honoreth not the Son, honoreth not the Father which hath sent me.
Yep. That's it. See that? Next up. See that? That's why you got moved out the way, man.
That's right.
That's right, bro.
Moved out the way, man.
Yeah.
So that's a false doctrine.
Yep. That's right, bro. So if you're not worshiping the Son, you're
It's
not worshiping the Father.
impossible. It's impossible for you to worship the Father.
Right.
Yep.
Right. Exactly, bro. That's why
If you don't love your neighbor as thyself,
Yep.
it's impossible for
Right.
you to love the Most High.
That's right.
They're on a whole nother spiritual plane.
Yep.
So you're going to bypass the person on your plane. You know?
Right. There you
Right.
feed.
Go straight to the source. Right. It work
Yeah.
like that, man.
That's right, bro.
Out of here. You out of here.
Well, he says this state will get you destroyed, man. If I get Isaiah 65, you have more than that?
I know I was
Isaiah started the top.
This word, you said the word incentive. The word it says incentive. It says, this is the online etymology. It says that which moves the mind or stirs the passion.
That's what, yeah. That's how you. That's how you know this word is a living water. It's a living source.
Yeah.
Some scriptures have you like that. Like, damn.
Yeah, bro.
You had to look things up and you're like, wow, man.
Yeah, bro.
That's Yahweh Shai supping with you.
Yep.
Yep.
Working
See,
with all
working with you.
Yep.
Opening your mind. Open your mind. You know? So unraveling things onto you. Got more Mike.
It says to kindle, used to mean setting fire. It says
Setting fire.
it says rewards meant to encourage hard work.
Man. Hey, that's why the scripture say, Apostle Paul mentioned this, man. Right unto you. Thessalonians, no. Because he gave like an encouraging words. He right unto you in Thessalonians and Philippians.
Yes. 1 Thessalonians 5.
Yeah, 1 Thessalonians 5.
Start at 1.
So those are like encouraging words.
Yeah.
It says
Draw
provocative,
nigh unto me, I shall
exciting,
come.
encouraging.
Exhortation.
That's what the word means encourage, man. So that the Lord uses those strokes as a sign of trying to encourage you, right?
Yep.
Yeah, real quick. 1 Thessalonians chapter 1, start at verse 2. It says, we give thanks to God always. Man, I'll start at verse 1. Paul and Silvanus, Timotheus, unto the church of Thessalonians, which is in God the Father and in the Lord Yahweh Shai. Grace be unto you and peace from our Lord Yahweh Bashem Yahweh Shai. We give thanks to God always for you, making mention of you in our prayers. says, remembering without ceasing your work of faith and labor of love and patience of hope in our Lord Yahweh Shai in the sight of our Father and God. So hey, those are encouraging words.
Yep.
That's what this, the scriptures does unto us as well.
Yep.
Right.
That's right. That's right, bro. That's why certain things that took place in the ancient times is used, for us today to encourage us.
Right. Verse 4, real quick.
Yep.
Knowing, brethren, beloved, your election of God. Yeah.
Yeah. But once again, the elected of Israel, man. Okay, the Israel of the Most High. Okay, that speaks about the nation. Yep. Okay.
Isaiah 55 and 1. Isaiah 55 and 1. Ho, everyone that thirsteth, come ye to the water, and he that hath no money, come ye buy.
Yep, talking about our people, the Israelites, man. Because our people are poor, man.
Right.
The
waters of the scriptures.
Yep.
It's true.
Yep.
Understand what I'm saying?
That's right.
Buy the truth and sell it not.
Yep.
So it's talking about.
That's right. Yep.
Right.
The truth of the scriptures, right?
And he that hath no money, come ye buy and eat.
Yep.
Yeah, come.
Because the majority of people are poor.
Right.
So that's why these harlot houses is a scam.
Yeah.
Church houses.
Take no money.
Right.
Ridiculous fucking fees and motherfucker pulling up to church with his Maybach.
Lock the doors.
Lock the doors.
Lock the doors.
Lock the doors. Buy wine and milk without money and without praise.
Yeah, the wine and milk is representative of the scriptures as well.
Yeah.
Right? No, it's likened unto wine, it's likened unto milk as well.
Like it, wrong chapter.
Okay, well, I'm still.
Yeah, it was good.
Isaiah 55 and 1, or 10 chapters ahead. 10 chapters behind. Now I'm on the right track. I have thought of them that ask not for me. I have found of them that sought me not.
Right, talking about our people, the rebellious of our people, man. The ones of our people that only take heed to the voice of the Lord. Okay, go ahead.
I said, behold me, unto a nation that was not called by my
The
name.
Lord's doing that through his servants, man. He's doing that through his prophets, man. Okay?
Yeah, really, I was dealing with the Israelite foreigners.
Right.
You know what I'm saying? Gonna Apostle Paul fulfill that.
Yep.
You understand? But it's all good, right?
I have spread out my hand all the day unto a rebellious people, which walketh in a way that was not good after their own thoughts.
That's what we're doing right now. The Lord is spreading out his hand, us coming out here teaching and preaching unto you, man. Okay? Preaching unto you to repent. Okay? The time of the day of the Lord is at hand, man. Okay? Destruction is on the way. But once again, going back to sounding that trumpet. Okay? Warning you. The turn from your evil, man. Okay? This, what the Lord's getting ready to bring, man, you're not on his good side, you're gonna be through. There's no amount of preparation or training that you can do to be able to escape all this hell the Lord's getting ready to bring here, man. If you're not the Lord's elect, it don't matter who you are, you're not gonna make it, man.
Yep.
Go ahead.
A people that provoketh me to anger continually to my face, that sacrifices in gardens
Yep.
and burns incense upon altar of brick.
Right. So that's what happens when you worship these idols and these other gods. That's what you're doing to the Lord. You're provoking him, man. Okay. So you got those Caesar pieces on. You got them shrines in your house. You provoking the Lord to his face, man. Okay. You eating swine's flesh, pork, or any other abominable things. You provoking the Lord to his face. Okay. And see, this is being made known unto you tribes, man. Okay, we've been telling you all that shit you ain't supposed to be eating, man. A lot of you, you're so rebellious. You have Jacob come out here, they'll eat swine right in front of you, man, and mock you, man.
Yeah.
Go ahead.
Which remain among the grave and lodged in the monument which eat swine flesh, and
That's what
brought
they do in these churches too, man.
Yep.
You know, when they have these, when they be celebrating these different holidays, you know, they be eating all those abominations, man. You know, the Lord don't delight that.
Down in
You
the
know,
south.
that's why the Lord said he hates, he despises feast days, man. Some of these so-called holidays, man.
That shit is real.
Thanksgiving is a couple of weeks from now, man. You know, we've been talking about these airports. A lot of people may not be able to keep that shit, man. You know, plus the cost of living, everything being so goddamn expensive. You know, like I said, the Lord's taking the mirth out this place, man.
Yep.
You know? Yep.
brought abominable things in their vessels.
Right, like the gumbo, all this shit Jake be eating. You know? Hey, man, them Jakes in Louisiana, man, that's all the fuck they eat.
You know, I think so.
Just
It was a lot of shit that came in.
abominable soups.
Yeah,
You know?
corned beef.
Crocodile, squirrel, and shit.
Right.
Cool.
Yeah,
that
bro.
shit,
Our people are just
man, that shit was poison.
filthy, man. You know, and you can see it in their countenance, man. Like that dude, Boozy, man. You know what I'm saying? That's a dark nigga, man. When you look at that nigga, literally and you know what I'm saying?
Who's the black
You
ass?
see them cool circles around his fucking eyes, man.
Yeah.
You know? That's from all that them abominations.
Yep.
And I remember he made that video, he got offended.
You couldn't eat pork.
Couldn't eat pork. He said, man, what kind of God is that? You know?
Righteous. God, bro.
Straight nigga.
Right. You know?
Yeah, too long, man.
Yeah, bro. You know?
No fear.
Yeah, like we was bringing out earlier, like a lot of that shit Jake was fed in slavery. Jake turned that shit into a delicacy, man. You know? They got restaurants dedicated around those recipes, man.
Yep.
You know?
Those are them slave food.
Yep. All them scraps.
Ain't
Yeah, so
nothing don't move up.
Ain't that a bitch? Right,
Oxymoron.
Yep. Which stand by thyself, come not near to me, for I am hungrier than thou.
right, these bougie ass niggas, man. You know? And like we was going into earlier, ain't none of it's perfect, man. You know? So boasting, even got dudes that know they Israelites. You know, they that proud ass shit, man. Guys in the purple. You know? Where's your fringes at? You know? You got those guys, holier than thou, you know, as if they already on the ship. You know? Go ahead.
For I am holier than thou. These are a smoke in my nose.
Right, like you said, they don't look the Lord's ways as equal with their ways, man. You know, they go about to establish their own righteousness, man. You know, and that's exactly why Jake is out here fucked up, man. You know, doing what we want to do got us fucked up.
Yep.
You know, that's why Jake is in the hospital with all these different diseases, man, sicknesses,
Yeah.
man. You know, Jake dying at the age of 40 with by a heart attack, man, stroke.
Boy, what's that football player that just died? I think it was like 20-some years old. I think he was dropped in.
Shot it through.
Nah, I want to say he had some type of stroke or something. His whole heart might have died. I think he played for the Cowboys.
Suicide. Suicide.
Yeah, you had Irv Gotti too. When Irv Gotti passed, they said his health was bad, man. He was careless with his diet.
Yep. See, and that's what I mean when I said earlier, we see the benefits of man, law, statute, commandments of the Lord, man. That's life in that, man. That's preservation in that, man. Keeping the laws, statute, commandments of the Lord, man. You know? Jake that don't keep that dietary law, man, I'll be fucked up. You know?
Yep. It said, like that verse, behold, like a fire that burneth all the day.
Yep, that's the Lord's anger kindled against Israel, man. You know? So the Lord is, as the brother said, he has enemies right now. 2/3 of Israel's enemies to the Lord. You know? So that's why a lot of Jake be getting judged out here, man. You know? Jake be out here getting fucked up because that's the Lord's anger kindled against him, man.
Yeah, man.
You know?
Like they had this one incident that happened of the Northern Kingdom. Was a husband and wife. They were cleaning houses. They went to the wrong house, and she got blown away, man.
Yep.
For this cloud. He just there. He couldn't do nothing.
Yeah, bro.
I was like, dang.
Yup.
I was like, wow.
That's crazy.
Yeah.
Fuck.
They're trying to make some money. Got blown. I was like, damn. The Lord's thoughts is not our thoughts, man.
Yeah.
Yup. Like a lot of these unarmed Jakes that be getting gunned down by the police. You know, that's the judgment of the Lord against them.
Yeah.
You know, even though, you know, we look at, you know, like we in the flesh,
Yeah.
fucked up, you know. But then, you know, we understand also too that's part of the Lord's judgment, man.
Yeah.
That anger, that's his wrath against our people.
Whoever, man. That's why it's scary as hell.
Yeah.
Scary as hell, man.
That's right, bro. You know what I'm saying? That's why it's so imperative, you know, to get this thing, man, you know.
Yeah,
Because,
man. She was a short woman, you know.
Yeah.
Probably was Issachar.
right,
You know.
yeah, bro.
That's it.
That happens on the regular, man,
Yeah.
to our people, man. Things like that, man. You know, we come into a time, you know, that stuff like that is going people
Frequently happen.
that's going to be like nothing, because when that time comes, when the time of judgment comes, it's going to be so much death out here. You know, that stuff is going to pale in comparison, man.
Right.
You know, what the Lord is getting, because it's going to go to another level, man. You know, because if you think about these major cities, when these cities get cut off and all hell breaks, these lawlessness out here, you ain't got no kind of structure. People gonna be out here doing whatever they want to do. Like it says in 2nd Ezra, the power gonna be in their hand. They gonna be out here tearing up all this shit out here, man.
Yep.
You know? If you ain't got that protection from the Lord, man, like I said, you're gonna be through.
Yep. Behold, it is written before me, I will not keep silent, but will recompense, even recompense into their bosom.
Right, your heart, man, your mind. Okay, all that evil that you've done, the Lord's gonna pay you back for it, man. Okay, nobody's getting away. You know, you Jakes, you done got comfortable in your iniquity, man. You know, you got used to cooking up all those abominations year after year with these fucking holidays, and the Lord is making it to where all this information is coming out about these holidays, but you still want to keep these days, man. So when all this hell, we don't feel bad for you Jakes, man. You Jakes that, you know, that's gonna lose your stamps, man. That's the Lord taking those comforts away from you,
Yes,
man.
sir.
You know, the Lord's snatching that titty away, man. He's snatching that nipple out your mouth, man. You know? Now it's time to deal with reality, man. Okay? All the game playing is over.
Your iniquity.
That was it?
There's one more point. Your iniquity and the iniquity of your father together, saith the Lord Yahweh, which have burned incense upon the mountain and blasphemed me upon the hills. Therefore will I measure their former work into their bosom.
Yep. That's all that idolatry, worshiping of these different gods. You know, just like in the time of old. That's why, what the brother said earlier, that's why the Babylonians were able to ransack Jerusalem, man. Because the Lord gave Israel into their hand. Because of all the evil that they done. You know, that was specifically dealing with the southern kingdom. Also with the northern kingdom. That's why the Lord had the Assyrians get them up out of there, man. The Lord got us all up out of the land of Israel, man. You know? All because of Jake's rebelliousness, man. You know? And that's the point, man. That's the number one thing that's the what's the word I'm looking for? That's the Jake's kryptonite. It's rebellion, man.
Yeah.
You know, that's the thing that's been kicking Jake in the ass, man.
Yep.
You know, that's why we're gonna need that heart of heart of flesh. That look, the Lord's gonna take away that stony heart, that rebellious, that stubborn ass, spirit, man.
Yep.
You know.
Rebellion is as a sin of witchcraft.
Yep. Bunch of witches, man.
Yep.
It's also an open declaration of war to the Most High, man.
Yep.
Yeah. That's what rebel or rebellion means.
Yep.
To make war.
Yep.
Exactly.
Y'all been holding this right here. Baruch chapter 4, beginning at verse 1.
Now, how can you defeat a power that you can't see?
Right.
You can't defeat that.
Right.
Yeah.
Hands can't heal, eyes can't see.
See,
Yeah, exactly.
You out here bugged out, man. What's that?
Now this is Baruch chapter 4, beginning at verse 1. It says, "This is the book of the commandments of the Most High, and the law,
Bible.
and the law that endureth forever.
Yep, the law that endured forever for the
Right.
scriptures. Right? Still rehearsing the righteous acts.
Right.
All they that keep it shall come to life,
Yep.
Huh?
but such as leave it shall die."
Yep. So you leave off from the ways of the Lord, that's death. You know? And we see that, man, on a regular basis with Jake out here, They don't have that covering of the Lord, man. Death. You know? They like that whole game banging shit. That's death.
That's a death culture.
That's all that shit is all about. It's all about death, man. Nothing,
You're not a productive citizen.
Right. Produces nothing that's value to life.
Yeah, man.
You know?
Not a productive essence, man.
Right.
Yeah, all.
Yeah, bro.
Shit talking broke niggas. Get caught up on charges of human trafficking,
Right.
manslaughter, murder, racketeering, all that bullshit.
Yeah, bro.
Perfect for what? Felonies.
Right.
So you're a felon, what? 3 strikes, you're out of here.
Right.
So you're perfect for the system.
Yeah, bro.
Fuck.
Yep. Yeah, bro. And that's they broke that shit down with the whole prison. That's there to turn you put you back in that slavery state, man.
Yeah.
Even though we all slaves anyway, but you're in that prison house. You confined to that little space, man.
Yep.
You can't. You don't have the liberties that these people out here have. Like where you can go get you a drink, you can go to the store, buy you some groceries. You confined to that your state property, pretty much, man. You know. And what kind of life is that, man? Go ahead.
Verse 2. It says, "Turn thee, O Jacob, and take hold of it. Walk in the presence of the light thereof, that thou mayest be illuminated."
Right.
Man.
Becoming that new creature. Okay? Which is a process, man. But like we said, we strive, for that perfection, even though we understand we're not going to be perfect. That's the mindset, man. Go ahead.
"Give not thy honor to another, or the things that are profitable unto thee to a strange nation."
Yep, these other nations, man. And that's what going back during the time of Judges, when Jake didn't get rid of those nations, where it said Jake started learning their works, man. You quoted that in Psalms, man. They didn't drive out the nations and they went to that. They learned their works. They learned the works of the heathen. That's why you got niggas out here with tattoos all over their body. All over their face. Okay? Jake called themselves atheists. Taking on these ideologies of these strange nations, man. Go ahead.
Verse 4. "O Israel, happy are we, for things that are pleasing to Yahweh Ba'ashem Yahushai are made known unto us."
Made known unto us, the elect.
They're the elect, you know what I'm saying? Because we're the things that are pleasing to the Lord. We know those things, man. We know, okay, the Lord said to do this, we're gonna do this, man. Like I said earlier, just gave a couple examples, brothers having a beard on their face, man. They ain't no fashion statement. That's a commandment.
Right.
That's a show of fear that you have towards the Lord, man.
Yep.
Because in this society, a lot of people look down on you. A lot of people, they don't like that look, man. A man having a beard on his face.
Now the beard is in though.
Yeah.
It's in there.
Yep.
They've grown accustomed because we entering into that kingdom.
Right. Yep.
Once upon a time, it was like that.
Right.
Well, you'll meet some women here and there. Like, well, fuck that bitch.
Right.
She's trying to emasculate you.
Right.
Now they going to goatee. A lot of these bitches talking about, you know, they get all they pussy wet over goatees.
Yeah.
Cutting their beards off and making goatees.
Yeah. So the stupid ass simple men to do that, so you can be emasculated. Full of mind control.
Yeah.
Some days is over.
That's right. That's right.
We don't give a damn what we're doing.
That's right.
With us.
That's right.
For the Lord.
That's right.
I mean,
The word of the Lord is being published about the earth. You know, that's why that vibration is out. But
verse 5, it says, "Be of good cheer, my people."
right, be of good cheer, you know. Don't be in that woe is me spirit, man.
Yeah.
You know,
Now, depressed.
right. Because we have hope, man.
We have major hope.
You know? This ain't the end all be all,
Hell no, man.
you know. And the time is close, man. That's why the Lord is showing things, you know. With that chariot, the chariots that came to visit the camp a couple of weeks ago, you know, that's invigorating, man.
That was
You know?
amazing. And it was all white.
Yeah.
If you read Zechariah the 6th chapter. Now we was in yeah.
Yep.
Read Zechariah the 6th chapter. The chariots have different colors.
Yeah.
Each color represents something. So guess what the white represents, brothers? Huh? Yeah, something like that. Huh?
Like refuge, salvation.
Yeah, victory.
Yeah.
Victory. Yup.
Yeah.
Yeah.
Yeah, bro.
Yeah. Victory over the beast.
Yeah, bro.
You know what I'm saying? Because that's the time that we coming to, man. You know, because this shit we wasn't brought here to be here forever.
Yeah.
You know, this ain't no forever captivity, man. And that's what the majority of people think. They stuck in that loop. They thinking this shit just gonna go on. America gonna bounce back. Everything gonna go. No, this world is changing, man.
Yep.
You know,
Drastic.
you know, quick. You know what I'm saying? They talking people they cutting all these jobs. Now a lot of these jobs about to be obsolete in a minute, man. You know, they got robots doing every goddamn thing, man.
I got it for you.
Yep.
Zechariah 6:1, real quick. Dealing with these chariots. Alright? Zechariah 6:1. Because even when you go into the biblical breakdown, it's not going to say the UFOs. Because you got to put that together.
Right.
Then I turned and lifted up my eyes, and look and behold, there came 4 chariots from between 2 mountains. But what movie do you think about when you see chariots coming between a gigantic spaceship?
Independence Day.
Independence Day, huh? Yeah, Independence Day. Yep. Then it says, in the mountains were the mountains of brass. What mountains you know is fucking brass? So that's dealing with a flying object.
Right.
A gigantic spaceship.
Yep.
And the first chariot were red horses, and the second chariot black horses, which is all significance. When you go into a thing like war, pestilence, all that stuff. And the third chariot white horses, that means victory. And the fourth chariot grizzle and bay horses. And I answered, Zokin, and said unto the angel that talked with me, what are these, my Lord? And the angel answered and said unto me, these are the 4 spirits of heavens which go forth, standing before the Lord and of all the earth. Back and forth. Back and forth, man. They constantly out here. Whatever their mission is, that's what they're doing, man.
Yep.
That's why I read earlier with Nebuchadnezzar that the Most High, you know, was that Daniel's 5th chapter. Go back to it real quick. Daniel's 5. Where is it at? My Bible. Somebody can get Daniel's 5 real quick. And it's like towards after Nebuchadnezzar came up out of that beast and state. Daniel's 5. I want
Precept of what you just read.
to hold on for a second. Job, where's Daniel's at?
Daniel 5 and 36.
Read it.
It says, at the same time my reason returned unto me,
Yeah, keep going.
and for the glory of my kingdom, mine honor and brightness returned unto me, And my counselors and my lords sought unto me, and I was established in my kingdom, and excellent majesty was added unto me.
Nah, that ain't it.
Okay.
Verse 35, and all the inhabitants of the earth were reputed as nothing, and he do it according to his will in the army of heaven. There's a point, and among the inhabitants of the earth, and none can stay his hand or say unto him, what doest thou? So he does everything through the armies of heaven. Link it up with Zechariah, the 6th chapter, the angelic forces. So get your precept, brother.
This is Revelation 6 and 2. It says, and I saw and behold a white horse, and he that sat on him had a bow, and a crown was given unto him, and he went forth
Conquering
and to conquer.
Yep. So that links up, those that, of the elect gonna see them white horses.
Yeah.
Get that victory and get beaten up.
Yep.
Right.
You know, I had at ChatGPT, and I was one of the priests that we put in as victory and glory. White garment are worn by those who have overcome sin or persecution. And then it linked against Revelation 3 and 5, making synonymous with victory.
Yep.
Yep.
So that was the church that we saw. Victory, man.
Yep.
All white. A bunch of them. So all praise y'all by Shimei Shai, man.
All right.
Lord willing to the end.
Right.
So these things are real, right there. Zechariah in the 6th chapter.
That's right. That's right.
Go back to and fro, day and night.
That's right.
All right, judgment, whatever they're here for.
Yep.
Volcanic eruptions, floods, burning the minds of the wicked. They're doing it. That's it.
Right.
That was it.
This is Proverbs chapter 1 and verse 20. Proverbs 1 and 20, wisdom crieth without, she uttereth her voice in the streets.
Right, she uttered her voice in the streets, and that's what we are. We are in the streets.
Yep.
Of course, we do our videos, outside the camp, but this is the main work, man. Us coming out here, man, making our bodies a living sacrifice. Go ahead.
It says, she crieth in the chief place of concourse, in the openings of the gates.
Right, and that going back earlier to blowing that trumpet, us coming out here crying aloud, man. Okay, where the people can see, and we go to the chief place of concourse, man. Okay, that's why you ain't gonna see us in the hood.
Well, in the city, she uttereth her words, saying, how long, ye simple ones, will ye love simplicity?
Right, referring to you Israelites, you so-called Negroes, Latinos, and Native Americans. How long are you gonna love simplicity, man?
Yep.
How long you gonna love being a so-called Negro, Hispanic,
foundational Black American,
FBA,
bunch of nonsense,
all this bullshit out here, man. And all that it is creating a division, man.
Yeah, that's it.
Because we the same people, man.
Right.
We going through the same.
I know you go.
predicament.
Sweet cheeks, Tariq Nasheed, bitch ass, really trying to start some shit with Jamaicans.
Yeah.
We was all in the same boat.
Right.
Fuck face nigga, man.
Yeah.
Right.
Like, what are you talking about, bro?
Yeah, bro.
Come on, they just got shipped to the islands, bro.
Right.
You got your ancestors got shipped over here to America.
Right.
The fuck? You don't see the map of the transatlantic slave trade? The West Coast, it went all the way to the Caribbean islands, the South and Central America. Fucking dickhead, man. We're all gonna humble a lot of you niggas, man.
Yeah.
He's a plant.
You were playing.
He's a
Right.
And we know that. That don't make any sense.
Yeah.
Right.
A lot of us, during the time of the 80s, 90s, early 90s, we all damn near was in New York together. Well, the East Coast, mingling with Judah. Fuck you all the way down the South. You got fucking down there in downtown Atlanta. You got a famous Benjamite spot. That's hitting, bro. You mean we're not the same? Dude? Like, what are you talking about?
Right.
What do you think doesn't make sense?
Right.
And then you go to New York, the average Jake out there that's different generations, their family line might go back to Haiti or Benjamin. They talking just like you. You don't know.
Yeah.
They speak how I speak.
Yep.
Next thing you go visit them with their family, the accent come out. You like, what the fuck? I ain't lose Haitian, bro.
Yeah.
What the fuck?
Yeah.
So how the fuck are you talk?
Right.
Right.
Sick of that shit, man. We're gonna kill a lot of you fucking niggas, man.
Right.
Anybody that's buying into that shit, that doesn't make sense.
Right. That's right, bro.
Sick of that shit, bro.
It's there to cause confusion.
Yeah, that shit is like, that don't make any fucking sense, bro.
Yeah. That's right, bro. See, that's
Judah Benjamin Levi got shipped to North America, Central America, South America, and the Caribbean islands, you fucking dickhead.
That's
What
right.
about them Afro-Brazilians, bro?
Yeah.
Right.
Them Afro-Colombians, them Afro-Mexicans.
Right.
Right.
What are you gonna say about them?
Yeah.
Yep.
That's right, bro. That's right, bro.
Lord, man, wipe these niggas the fuck out, man.
That's right. That's right.
Foundational one. You weren't here first.
Right.
The Native Americans were here, even though some of them are, look like, Judah.
Right.
But they lineage go back to Reuben, bro.
Yep.
Right.
Yep.
Yep.
The stock of Judah was not here first, bro.
That's right. That's right. That's right. That's a stumbling block, man, for a lot of these niggas
shit,
out
man.
here, man. That's gonna fall.
Yeah,
into
that's
that
right.
bullshit.
What the fuck?
Yeah, bro.
That's like
What
a
are you
new
talking
stronghold
about,
on Jay.
Yeah, it goes both ways.
Yep.
Here we go now.
Yep. Yep.
That dumb shit.
That's right, bro.
Yeah, all them,
That's right.
all them back to Africa niggas, man, they all scam artists, man.
Yeah,
They
exactly.
just want your money. They create the vision.
Yep.
They full of shit, man, and they're being found out now, man.
Yeah.
Umar Johnson,
Yeah.
all you niggas, man, is about to be found out, man.
That's right,
People
bro.
hide Koreans alive, man.
Yeah.
What about Marcus Garvey?
Uh-huh.
Marcus Garvey was not trying to differentiate between the so-called African Americans. He was like, man, we all gotta go back to
Yeah.
He said, fuck this shit.
Yeah.
That was his push.
Yeah,
The
bro.
Negroid stock.
Yep.
Yep.
Fuck, man.
Yeah, bro.
You know, you just got a platform and you look, man, bro.
That's right, bro.
Ugh.
That's right. That's why this banner is being raised, man.
Yep.
Because when the Lord returns, he's not coming back for niggas that's still in that mind frame.
I know,
man.
right? Nope.
You know, you still identifying yourself as black. You already lost, man.
Already lost.
Snow bunnies,
You know?
All types of misinformation out there. To throw people off, that's what you get.
Yep.
Lord ain't dealing with you, man.
That's right. That's right, bro. That's why we got the stick out here, man. You just don't see so-called black people. You see all the Latin tribes, the native tribes, man. Because this ain't no black thing. You even got Israelites that look like the other nations.
Yep.
You know? You got brothers out there that teach this word. You know, their outward appearance look like that of an Edomite, man.
Yeah.
You know? But Edomite ain't going to be able to come out here and teach this word, man.
Right.
You know?
Yeah.
So this thing is spiritual, man. You know, this is beyond the average person's comprehension, man. You know?
Ezekiel 37:16 says, moreover, thou son of man, take thee one stick and write upon it for Judah and for the children of Israel, his companions.
Right, because you had the kingdom that split after King Solomon. You had the southern kingdom and you had the northern kingdom. Judah and his companions, Judah, Benjamin, Levi,
Right.
and Ephraim all the way down to Issachar.
Yep.
You know?
Well, then take another stick and write upon it for Joseph, the stick of Ephraim.
Yep. That's the northern kingdom.
Yep.
The reason why I say Joseph, Ephraim's the head of the north.
Yep. Right? Yep.
For Joseph, the stick of Ephraim, and for all the house of Israel, his companions.
Mm-hmm. So we making it into one stick.
One stick.
You
Coming
know?
back as one.
One nation, man. Because at the end of the day, we're the nation of Israel, man. We're the same people. Okay? So all that bickering going back and forth
Dang, bro.
is stupid, man. You know?
You
And
see how lost, I'm sorry, how lost some people. You go to Maryland, bro. It's a lot of Benjamites out there that talk just like regular Judah. You really
Right.
don't know.
Yeah, Virginia too.
Yeah, them dudes just, they're uppity now. They made it and they
Yeah.
fucking,
Yeah.
they got their BMWs and shit.
Yeah.
You won't know, bro, saying they were Levi.
Right.
You won't know. They speak very properly and they're like, what the fuck? They go around their family, the ghetto comes out.
Yeah.
He's like,
Yeah,
what the
bro.
fuck? You ain't not from blood clot yard. He's like, yeah. Yeah, you won't know, bro.
Yeah. It's right, bro.
They became snooty. I'm serious. They made it.
Nose in the
Yeah, they got the nose in the air and shit.
Yeah.
This is real shit, bro. This is Jake from England. They real smart.
Yeah.
You know? What you gonna say about that? Jake, that's in England.
Right.
Fuck.
Right.
Can't argue that.
You can't argue that, bro.
That's right, bro. That's right, bro.
That shit is bullshit, bro.
That's
Doesn't
right.
make sense.
That's right. That's right, bro.
The fuck? So where Levi Benjamin came from? You gonna leave us out, bro? It's like, hey, man.
Right.
You don't get shit, bro.
Don't get no love.
You don't get no love, bro.
Right.
God damn.
Right. That's how you know that shit is on.
This shit
man.
is off, man.
Bro. 'Cause it's malicious, man.
Yeah, exactly. Thank you, brother.
Yeah, you know?
Thank you,
It's a
brother.
malicious spirit,
Yeah,
man.
man.
You know, they even had that thought in
Thought
their mind,
process,
man.
like,
You know?
because they know once Jews get back, man, that's it. The elect is gonna get it.
That's right.
The elect gonna get it, man.
That's right. That's right. That's right. None of the elect is gonna be plucked
Yeah,
from the
man.
Lord's hand, man. You know? And that right there, that's a stumbling block for who the Lord don't want to
Yeah,
get this
man,
thing,
exactly.
man. You know, because that's being pushed out there to get them niggas, them undesirables, that the Lord don't want to get this information, man. You know,
Yeah.
because you get this, you're not gonna be on that time, man. You know.
And that's not the first time that happened. Jake, when America goes someplace and they act out of order and ratchet. They've been doing that, man. Spoiled. What happened to them cruises? They got banned from cruises, bro. That had nothing to do with Jamaica.
Right.
They got banned from cruises, bro.
Right.
Niggas.
Yeah.
This ain't the first time these motherfuckers is spoiled.
Yeah.
They're rotten, man.
Yeah, bro.
So they
That's
take
right.
that attitude anywhere they go. Like, and look what happened to that chick in Dubai.
Oh
Yeah.
Yeah.
Took that Black American foundational shit, and she's stuck. Get shit shoved up her ass, man. In Dubai and get shit on.
Right.
Pissed on.
Get pissed off. Go save that bitch, Tariq.
Right.
Right.
Exactly.
God damn.
Yeah, bro.
Go save that foundational black woman, bro.
Yeah.
You need help. That's
Yeah.
Need help. Go save that sister, bro. Fucking
right.
idiot, man.
That's right.
Shit.
That's right. That's right, bro. You know what I'm saying? Even they exclude Jake. They exclude Jake that's outside of America,
Peep
man.
this.
Right.
Bet you motherfuckers don't know the first founder of Chicago was a Levite.
Yeah.
You know that?
Yeah.
Yo, that niggas don't know that, bro. Levi was trying to help everybody out. Niggas like that, bro. Get off, man. I hate niggas like that, man.
Because this is a family.
Motherfuckers don't know that. Levi did a lot for the South, man.
Yeah.
Fuck ass bitches, man.
Yeah.
Real talk, even with the Spanish-speaking country as well, Levi helped out, man. Levi was no joke when they got established, man. Fuck ass niggas, man. Niggas don't know shit. That's why the Lord got the prophets out here, man. Let you know what's up. It's
right.
real one, man.
That's right. That's right, bro.
If you're not down with that, we're gonna see you later.
That's right. That's right.
That don't make sense.
That's right, bro. And that
Fuck.
just goes to show you things. When you try to identify outside of this, it's not gonna work, man. That's gonna cause division. And then when you come with that division, Lord gonna get rid of that, man. The Lord's purging all that bullshit out. The scripture say it shall be no schisms in the body, man.
Right.
You know, so if you come in with any other doctrine, you come in with any other ideology, that shit gonna get rejected, man.
Yep.
You know, because the Lord's not dealing with that, man. You know, all that shit is foolishness at the end of the day, anyway, man. You know, because what all them people that had that back and forth, they gonna continue believing in what they believe in, man.
Yep.
You know, they gonna continue down that dark path until their ass is destroyed, man.
I have a quick one just to be on the topic. This is the prophet Amos chapter 9 and verse 11.
Yeah, man. The Lord is closing up the breaches thereof, man.
Yep.
Yep.
Right. It all up.
What are you talking about, man? King
Yep.
David couldn't. When King David was being set up as a king, he couldn't do it by himself.
That's
Right.
Need it all the
God
Yep.
brought all the tribes unto him.
Yep.
What are you talking about?
Yeah, bro.
And even certain historical scholars got us pinned as the United Kingdom of Israel.
Israel, yeah.
Yeah.
It says, Amos 9 and 11, in that day will I raise up the tabernacle of David that is fallen,
Yep.
Yep.
and close up the breaches thereof.
That's all 12 tribes.
All
man.
12 tribes.
You know, so all that separation, all that excluding, the Lord's not dealing with that, man. You know, and that shit is not gonna work.
It ain't gonna work, man. It's irksome. What?
Yeah, bro.
How you give me a foundation of black and an American? That doesn't make no sense.
Confusion.
Right.
Niggas just eat that up. This nigga just talking. Y'all just believe that shit.
Right. Right.
You know, stupid asses, man.
Yeah, bro. Right.
You don't know anything about real history.
It says, and close up the breaches thereof, and I will raise up his ruins, and I will build it as in the days of old.
And that's what you see with the elect.
Yep. Yep.
All 12 tribes of the elect.
Elect. Yep. That's right,
What the
bro.
hell, man?
That's right, bro. Because among the elect, see that's the thing about this word, man. Because when you come into this truth, everything that you learn in the world, you gotta cast that shit out, man. You know, you gotta become as a newborn baby. You gotta receive this word, man. You know, so you can be filled with this understanding, man. You know, because first of all, we're not black, man. Okay, that don't even make sense. How can you identify as a color, man?
Yeah.
You know that
It's a misnomer.
yeah,
Right.
It doesn't exist.
right. You know,
Fuck.
so, but that's why, like the brother said, the Lord got us out here, man, to educate our people, to give them the true education, the true understanding of who we are, man.
Right.
You know, this is our identity, man. This is our true identity, being Hebrew Israelites, man. Okay. So when you put that term black out there, you already that's
You disqualified.
right.
Yeah.
You disqualified yourself.
Right.
Anybody with any real knowledge,
Right.
very disqualified yourself.
Yep.
And we already know who was here first.
Right.
So it's another 2 strikes.
Right.
They call us up America, 3 strikes, you're out.
That's right.
So how does it got a platform, bro?
Right.
People listen to him.
Right.
Just stupid ass jakes, man. Probably all women that listen to him.
Yeah, bro. Yeah.
No damn sense.
Yep. Yep.
When they exclude the other tribes, we in pure hell.
Yeah.
Right.
We're all here.
Pure hell.
Right.
At least over in America, you get government assistance. Now the Lord has turned that around on you.
Yeah.
Right.
So you know what everybody else been feeling over here, man. I mean, in this world.
Yep. Yep.
All these fucking programs about to get snatched.
Yep.
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 Taking them other countries don't got that, bro.
No,
Yeah.
not at all.
Yep.
Except people in the UK. That's what,
Right.
UK got better programs for this. But that's about to be turned into a digital ID.
Yep.
Right. Right. Exactly, bro. Yep.
Fuck.
Yeah.
I'm gonna shut all you niggas' mouths, man.
That's right.
Yo,
right.
dumbasses, man.
That's right,
On
bro.
TikTok. Spewing nonsense.
Right, bro. Yep.
Nigga, a dude out Marquette, whatever his name is. That another fucking
Oh, yeah.
filled nigga.
Yeah, that nigga.
You know?
Goodness.
On
Yeah.
that bullshit.
Yeah.
All you motherfuckers, yo, bro.
Yeah, bro.
You know?
Yep. Boy, getting ready to shut all that shit
Shut
down.
all that shit the fuck down,
You know what
man.
I'm saying? Because when all hell breaks loose, you ain't gonna be thinking about no FDA.
Yeah,
None of that shit, man. All that
For
shit gonna go out the window, man.
Yep.
You know,
No.
so Jakes are comfortable. They got some few millions.
Right.
You can't just go pull that out the bank.
Yeah.
Dickhead.
Right.
Right? You don't have $1 million, whatever you got in your bank account. That's not in the bank. It's sitting in the vault, bro.
Right. Right. Right, bro. You know?
Yeah. It's just numbers. So they're only going to allow you to pull out a certain percentage for that day.
Right. Right.
The fuck?
Right. And when the system in there, you can't pull shit out.
Yeah, they're going to take all that.
You know?
So what do you really have?
Right.
Somebody got a Porsche. Nigga Anton Daniel, I got a Porsche. No, so what? Fucking prices by your oil change is gonna go
Right.
roof. Your goddamn your maintenance for your car is out the
Right.
roof.
Right.
Insurance,
Right.
it's all paid.
Yeah.
Whatever, man.
the prophet Isaiah chapter 30, beginning at verse 1. And it reads, "Woe to the rebellious children, saith Yahweh Ba'ashem Yahushai, that take counsel, but not of me."
Right, that's our people, man. That FBA, that's a counsel. That counsel is not of the Lord, man.
Yeah.
You know, that's gonna lead you in further destruction, man. Okay, because that shit came out of nowhere, man. Where did you start calling yourself FBA? Where did that shit started, man?
That shit came out of left field.
Yeah, that's how you know that shit is set up, man. You know, because Jake wasn't saying that shit. Because that dude been on the scene for a while, man. 10, 15 years ago, he wasn't talking about that shit.
Yeah,
You know?
yeah, where that came from, bro.
Yeah, bro. You know? So that's
They used to have some decent content.
Right.
I run to, oh shit.
Uh-huh.
All of a sudden, you want, what? Ain't no
Yeah.
separation here, man.
Nope. Right, bro.
We are those people. We are those tribes.
We are one.
Yeah.
Why did they rearrange things now on the internet so you can't find information like it used to?
Right.
Why do you think what's that book El come up, posted up?
Lost Tribes of Promised Land.
Lost Tribes and Promised Land is so high now, and I got that book. Why do you think these books are being brought up on prices now, man?
Right.
Because who in their fucking right mind, this economy is gonna pay $100-something to
Right.
fuck?
Right.
Back then, it wasn't that expensive.
Right.
Who was Esau Edom? That was cheap back in the day.
Right.
Fuck.
I seen that as high as $3,000.
Yeah, bro.
Yeah, bro. You see the impact of the truth,
Yeah,
man.
and even if we got the information, bring it out. Vocab Malone, they ain't gonna say, well, yeah, you got us. No.
Right.
They gotta go through their fucking program.
Yep.
They're not gonna stop as long as you get the truth.
Yeah.
Yep.
As long as you elect,
Right.
as long as you got the understanding, man.
Yep.
Fuck everybody else.
That's right. That's right.
Because they're gonna do what they do.
Yep.
That's it.
This is for the elect. Like, yo, this is the truth.
That's right.
Right.
It says, "Woe to the rebellious children, saith Yahweh Ba'ashem Yahushai, that take counsel, but not of me."
Right.
Yeah.
Once again, that's rebellion, man. You making a war against the Lord. You making yourself an enemy to the Lord, man. You know. So you jakes out there that subscribe to that shit. Hey, the Lord gonna deal with you, man. Go ahead.
"And that cover with a covering, but not of my spirit."
That ain't of the spirit of the Lord, man. Okay. All that shit is nonsense, man. You know, and it's not productive, man. It's counterproductive, man.
Right.
You know, because you causing animosity between the tribes.
Hmm?
Yeah, man.
Go ahead.
"That they may add sin to sin, that walk to go down into Egypt,
Yeah.
and have not
Like-
asked at my mouth."
Like we was going into earlier, Jake receiving these benefits. That's why a lot of these niggas is proud out here.
Yeah.
You know, because they talking shit on the full belly.
Full
You know,
belly.
full belly. You know, and they become high-minded, man.
Yep.
You know,
Extremely high mark.
even here within the states, Jake, you got Jake that look down on other Jakes.
Yep.
You know, if you a Jake that come from the projects or the hood, so to speak, you got Jakes that grow up in the burbs, the suburbs. You know, because all Jakes ain't in the hood, man. You know, you got some Jakes that are in affluent neighborhoods, man. You know, they look down on other Jakes, man. You know, because of those benefits that they receive, man. You know, and the Lord's getting ready. The Lord's cutting all that shit, like those federal workers. A lot of those are Jakes.
Yeah. Wow.
You know, and a lot of them gotta work with no pay.
Yep.
You know.
A lot of federal jobs got cut.
Yeah, bro. A lot of people lose. That's Jake.
They thought it was home free with a government job and you guarantee your paycheck.
Right.
One particular point it was.
Right.
Right.
Not anymore.
Yep. So the Lord's throwing all that shit. Everything is blowing up in your face now, man.
Yep.
You know? Go ahead, bro.
It says, "That walk to go down into Egypt, and have not asked at my mouth."
Right. You're not asking for the Lord. You're not asking for the Lord's help. You're not seeking after the power of Israel. Okay? You sitting there marching and protesting for this man's system, man. The system that was set up to destroy you.
Right.
Okay? This system was never created for your benefit, man. You know? You niggas out here talking about vote, bro. We gotta vote. We gotta put the right people in office. Man, y'all niggas is stupid.
Right.
Okay? That has never been the answer, man. I don't give a damn. You go through all different decades. It don't matter who's in office. Jake is in the same situation, man. You know? It's just another motherfucker in the suit. You know, but it's the same conditions, man.
Hey, prime example, how long that thing water been in office? In the areas she covered. Prime example, the crew,
Right.
she been there for decades. LA that she covered is still in the shithole, man.
Yeah.
She in the sunken place. She ain't doing shit.
Right.
Nothing.
And I've been old and frail now. She don't give a fuck about LA, man.
Yeah.
She don't show up for a prop when something is significant going on. Other than that,
Right.
she go back to her mansion or go back to DC. Yep.
Yep.
It's old hoe.
Yep.
Oh, okay.
For sure.
For sure. It says to strengthen themselves in the strength of Pharaoh.
Right. The modern day Pharaoh is Esau, man. Okay? This is the modern Egypt, spiritual, you know? Because we serve bondage here, just like in ancient Egypt. But Jake have all those benefits,
Yep.
all those things have puffed them up, man.
That's how they strengthen themselves.
Yep.
Became millionaires, business owners,
Yep.
you know, professors, all that crazy shit.
Yep.
Fucking sellouts.
Yep.
Like W.E. Du Bois.
Yeah.
The whole Masonic order and all that stuff, the Boule.
Yep.
That's how they strengthen themselves, by selling out.
Yep. Yep.
Bunch of bitches.
Yeah,
Yep.
that crazy bitch of W. Du Bois, I read that he's the one that told Margaret Sanger, you need to go to the black churches
Yep.
and you want the people to kill their babies.
Exactly.
Oh,
I ran into that information as well. Ran into information as well, man. It's serious.
That's crazy.
Yep. These Masonic niggas.
Masonic niggas.
Yep.
Gotta go.
Boule, all that, man. You know? 'Cause you know, a lot of Jakes out here are fucking, they, like the scripture say, they surpass the deeds of the wicked.
Yep.
Man.
You know? Go
That
ahead.
nigga was not no saint.
Right.
He was a demon.
Yeah, bro.
He was, I think he was the main opposition against Marcus Garvey. He was trying to start his thing back to Africa movement. It's fucking niggas.
Yeah, bro.
Fucking Jake, bro.
Yep.
Yep.
They always go back crawling back to Esau like old boy was Kanye West.
Yeah,
Yep.
his bitch ass.
Yep.
I'm so sorry.
Yep.
I had to relapse. That's what's in that contract. You're a man.
Yep.
You belong to Satan, man. You sold your soul.
Yep.
You gotta touch an old wrinkly ass fucking demonic. I'm a worshiping ass
I love y'all.
critter hands, bro.
Mr. Gold stick.
That nigga worship Satan, bro. No? You see that?
Terrible.
Now that's your shame.
Yeah.
And you bragged about it. I sold my soul to the devil.
Yeah.
Man, you rapped about it.
Yep.
And it was a crappy deal.
Yeah.
Now this is what you get.
Yep.
Yeah, bro.
I feel sorry for you now.
Yep. Chickens have come home to roost.
Yep.
Every dog has a day.
It says, and to trust in the shadow of Egypt.
But it's a shadow.
Yep.
Moment.
Yep.
And that's what the majority of our people did.
Yep.
Totally destroyed themselves, destroyed other people's lives in the process.
Yep.
Now their lives about to be destroyed.
Yep. That's right, bro. You know what I'm saying? Just like here, like I said, this captivity is not forever. It's not no thing that's for all eternity. You know, but Jake, that's how Jake look at this thing as, man. Jake just think we just gonna be in America forever, man. You know? And no, that ain't how it is. This place is unraveling, man.
That's not what's written, man.
You know?
That's why in Great Millstone, the main thing is what? The spirit of prophecy.
Yep.
Yep.
And the apostles and elders gave us reading assignments, homework assignments.
Yep.
And one of the books that we were supposed to read, that we was told to read, was Daniel's.
Yeah. Yep.
When you read that, it's like, oh wow, it unravels.
Yeah.
Yep.
Yep.
Gave us made us read the beginning of the book, the middle of the book, and
Yeah.
towards the end of the book.
Yeah.
Everything else came in time.
Yep.
The
Yep.
book of Daniel's right there.
Yep.
Daniel's the second chapter. We at the end of this
Yeah,
thing.
Daniel,
Daniel's
yeah,
seventh
bro.
chapter.
Yeah.
That's
And what's
right.
after that? The Lord's kingdom.
Yep.
You
Right.
don't know that.
Yep. Yep. That's right.
Yep.
That's a heavy book, man.
It's a heavy book.
You know what I'm saying? Because so when he
Prophecy.
prophesied He broke that vision down to Nebuchadnezzar about all the future kingdoms.
Yep.
You know what I'm saying? And we're at the end of that. You know, the miry clay,
Ten toes.
the 10 toes.
Yep.
You know, we at the end of this thing, man. You know, so we don't have another 1,000 years.
Hell no.
You know, all that bullshit that's being pushed out there, man.
Shit crumbling.
You know, this shit is crumbling fast, man. You know, because you know people go on a video, people showing old photos of how life used to be 10, 20, 30 years ago, how the prices were compared to how they are now.
Yeah.
You know, this shit is done, man. Go ahead.
Verse 3. Therefore shall the strength of Pharaoh be your shame, and the trust in the shadow of Egypt your confusion.
Right, because you put all your trust in this place only for that for all that shit to blow up in your face, man.
You're confused.
I'm like, oh shit, like what the fuck? I didn't waste my life.
Yeah,
I
you
did this, I didn't did that.
Yeah.
Damn. And that's what's going on with the majority of people in the world right now.
Yeah.
Yeah,
They don't know what the fuck to do with themselves.
Yeah.
yeah, bro.
You know?
You know what I'm saying?
Motherfuckers said, we can't wait to see the 3-hour animals, man. Fuck it.
Take us with you.
Yeah, bro.
If you look at their testimonials, not one time, not one word, Lord help us.
Yeah.
Right,
Not one time I heard it,
Yep.
man.
right,
Yep.
Right.
Waiting for the government to help.
Yeah.
Please turn it back on.
yeah. Yeah, that's them stripping.
lit.
They asked for the
Paint the
stripping.
This isn't right.
And shout.
Yeah, you know.
Yeah, and everybody looking at Trump. You know, he's the face of it. Nah, it's deeper. It's way deeper. than
Yeah,
that.
Right,
front
right,
Right,
He's
right.
the front man.
Public, man.
This is of Yahweh by Shem Yahweh Shai.
That's right.
Babylon being that golden cup, prophecy being fulfilled.
That's right.
The Most High has mingled a perverse spirit
That's
in
right.
the land of Egypt, man.
That's right.
Cause even to err in every way.
That's right.
It's been destined for this, man.
Yeah.
That's right, bro.
People don't understand. Oh, y'all got it. Y'all good. Y'all good, man. No problem, man. So that's what people don't understand, man.
Yeah, bro.
See? All right,
Right.
you too, man. Most sorry. Reveal his secrets unto who? The
Servants
servants
of
of
the
God.
prophet. Right.
You guys heavy within the sun, like shit.
Yeah, bro.
Nigga gonna sit down in the corner and eat your chicken and be thankful. Shit.
Yeah. That's right, bro. Hey, the presidency is a joke, man.
Yeah.
You see Trump, he brought the list on all the conflict he wants to resolve.
Right.
He said, look, it's right here. It's right here. You know, this place is done, man. Nobody respects America. No fears America. The Lord took that fear from these other nations of this place, man. That's how you know we in the end, man. Because at one time they feared America, you know?
Yeah.
But now America's a damn joke, man. You got people that's leaving America that they fleeing from America to go to these other countries, man. For how bad it is, man. So that the American dream is over, man. It's been over.
Yeah, that African lady, she said, telling her children, make sure y'all eat.
Yeah.
Oh, yeah. In America, kids they ain't got nothing to eat.
Yep.
You know?
Yep.
So it's just like they joking about America now.
Yeah.
Jokes on us now.
Yes.
It's a third world country now.
Motherfuckers come over here and they make something, man. Like,
Yeah.
fuck that.
Yeah, bro.
Shit they had to deal with. It's this la la land to them, bro.
Right.
Once you
Right.
figure this thing out, you're like, what the fuck?
Yeah.
Hell no.
Right, bro.
Shit,
Right,
if I
bro.
can get over, I'm gonna get over this. Fuck that.
Yeah.
This shit is crazy.
Yeah.
Then you get hired these jobs, you get hired, they quick to fire you. I'm thinking,
Yeah.
what the fuck you hiring people?
Right.
Yeah, bro.
That niggas just, you know what you want? Work as a man to work? You wanna fire me already?
Trying to build cases against you.
Yeah.
Look for any reason.
Anything
Yeah.
to fire you, bro.
Yeah, bro.
So what the hell? So you wanna know why people on fucking EBT and
Yeah,
man.
Right, they want to play that game.
Man, like mama,
Yeah.
get tired of that shit.
Yeah, bro. They give you a write-up so it can be on record.
Real
so
record.
That way they
When they
bring
find-
another
yep.
write-up so they
Yep.
can get you out of there,
Get
man.
you out of there from the jump.
Yup.
We don't like him because you're fucking smart. A lot of the people be doing these jobs is stupid.
They don't like
Yeah.
it. They don't
I
like fighting.
don't do that shit no more, bro. I don't say shit.
Yeah.
But I don't know shit. I'm dumb.
Yup.
Yeah. Crazy.
Yup.
Back to Proverbs chapter 1, verse 22. It says, how long, ye simple ones, will you love simplicity?
Yep.
Right. Once again, referring to so-called Negroes, Latinos, and Native Americans, man. Because a lot of you, majority of our people are a bunch of simpletons, man. You know, you just go with the flow. You know. And here in America too, a lot of the average Americans are damn dumb, man. Here it is, all this shit is going on. Why aren't you people in the streets, man? Why aren't you out here losing it, man? You're going to working all these crazy ass hours, and you barely surviving, man.
Yeah.
Barely.
15 hours and shit.
Yeah, bro. This shit is crazy, man. You know?
All you want to do is fucking sleep and shit. That's it.
That's all you can.
Yeah, bro. I was watching this video earlier with this Edomite woman, and she was driving, and she was talking about how her and her husband, both of them have pretty good jobs. You know, alone, they income alone by themselves is pretty good, but even with that, they having a hard time because shit is so expensive. Like they basically living paycheck to paycheck. I'm like, yeah, goddamn. You know, so if you're not even on that level, think how hard they said, man, I don't even understand how they talking about Jake, because they say the inner city people that live out there, I don't even understand how they survive. You know, based on their income, you know.
Right.
Exactly.
You know what I'm saying? That's so this shit got to go, man. This shit is fucked up out here, man. And they expect you to get up off your ass and go to work and be in that same. People not even putting up that act no more, man.
Yeah.
Right.
People not putting that smile on no more.
Yeah.
You know, people not even saying, people ain't saying, hey, good morning. None of that shit, all that shit is gone, man.
Yeah, it's all forced.
Yeah.
Fake,
Yeah,
man.
It's
you know?
fake, bro. Everyone up there, come on, bro. Y'all want to fire me on bullshit, bro?
Right. You know, hey, this is prophecy, man. These things must happen, man.
Right.
You know, but there's light at the end of the tunnel, you know.
So yeah, man. Right. Another point of simplicity, the Lord is doing this because He got this unholy holiday season.
Oh yeah.
Commencing.
Yep.
Yeah.
So Thanksgiving about to be fucked for a lot of people.
Yeah.
And Christmas and New Year's.
Right.
Love it.
A lot of people travel around that time.
Love it.
Can't travel.
Can't go nowhere.
Yeah.
Right.
Like the
So
ground.
fucking Times Square is gonna be everybody that lives in New York.
No outsider.
They're all outsiders. Yeah.
Yeah.
I'm gonna go there just to stand there. Fucking cold, bro. High and drunk to say Happy New Year and shit. I never understood that. And it's cold as hell, brother.
Hell yeah.
In the house with it.
That makes sense. It's a pagan custom.
Yep.
Yeah.
So what them niggas got dames on them, bro.
Yeah.
Right. That's right, bro. That's part of that allure, man.
Yeah.
Yep.
You know what I'm saying? Because people around the states, they actually sit at home and watch it.
Yeah.
You know, they'll watch people in Times Square ready for the ball to drop.
That is so
Yeah.
funny.
Back in the day.
Watching the countdown, you know what I'm saying?
Remember from niggas lick shots. They probably lick shots out here too, right?
Hell yeah.
Yeah, they
Yeah,
Get your
yeah,
drink on.
yeah.
Get your smoke
Hold
on,
on,
nigga.
Desert Eagle. Boom! God damn.
That's right. That's right, bro.
Yeah, they truly are.
And a lot of judgment go out too.
Yeah,
Motherfuckers
yeah.
get put to death.
Yep. On me.
You know what I'm saying? That shows you that's a demonic energy out there, man.
Yep.
You know? But none of those things is bringing you closer to the Lord, man. You know, you actually separating yourself from the Lord by keeping those things, man.
Right.
Because the Lord didn't give those days to celebrate, man. You know, you read the scriptures, we got our own high holy days, man. You know?
It says, how long ye simple ones will you love simplicity, and the scorners delight in their scorning, and
Yeah.
fools hate knowledge.
You scorners delight in your scorning, man. You guys that talk shit. You know, going on brothers' different pages. You know, you had back years ago, you had demons that would set up these different pages and make parody videos, man. You know, about the apostles and elders and different brothers, man. You know? But the Lord stopped them, you know? Because you ain't, at the end of the day, you're not hurting. The truth is still going on. You know? All you individuals out there are gonna get dealt with, man. You know? The prophecies is inevitable, man. You're not gonna stop the fall of Babylon by talking shit.
That's right.
Go ahead.
So it says, turn you to my reproof. Behold, I will pour out my spirit unto you.
Right, so this is the Lord's reproof. The Lord is reproving you through his men. Okay? This is the Lord getting on you, man. You know, turn from your evil ways, man. Repent. Go ahead.
It says, I will pour out my spirit unto you. I will make known my words unto you.
Right, the Lord's making known his words unto you, man. So there ain't no excuse, man. You know, in the year 2025, man, we got all these different ways to access all this information out here, man.
Right.
You know? Like this phone, you know, it could be, it's a double-edged sword, man. It could, you know, a lot of people use it for folly, but you also can find a lot of good information. You know, depending on how you use it, man. You know, a lot of people use it for folly, man. You know, but the point is, you ain't gonna have no excuse, man. Because what is it out here that you're doing that got you so busy to where you ain't got time for the Lord, man? What in this world got you so busy to where you ain't got no time for the Lord, man? You know? Because when that whole C19 thing went down, that was a good opportunity for a lot of you people out there that you know, to get this information, man.
Right.
Because everybody had to quarantine. You know, that was a good time for you to really get into this, man. Obviously, you know, this is only reserved for the elect. But see, the point is, you have no excuse, man. Go ahead.
It says, but ye have set at naught all my counsel, and with none of my reproof.
Right. So you rejected this word. You despised the Lord's servants. Came out here and talk shit about them. You're like, oh, that ain't gonna happen. You know. All these you have Jake, these celebrities. You know. We speak about Kendrick Lamar. He had a song where he said, "Don't call me. I'm an Israelite. Don't call me black no more." Something along those lines. You know. But you know, Jake in the world, man. Jake ain't about this thing, man. You know, the Lord's only dealing with the lowly, man.
Yep.
You know, the ones that's not highly esteemed in this society. Because people that's highly esteemed in this place, they're abominable in the sight of the Lord, man. A lot of these people, our people look up to, these motherfuckers gotta worship Satan. You know, they gotta do all kind of despicable things, man. You know, they have to do a lot of despicable things to even get to that level that they at, man. Like that nigga Kanye mess, man.
He's a mess.
Yeah, that dude was a damn joke, man. You know? So a lot of our people, they deceived by that. They deceived by because they look at a lot of these celebrities, you know, they look at the possessions that they have, they look at these mansions, and all that shit is smoke and mirrors, man. A lot of them are in debt. You know, a lot of those artists are broke, man.
Yep.
They ain't got no fucking money, man. You know, a lot of that times that shit, those houses and cars, they don't even be in their name.
Right.
You know? So all that shit it's all fake, man. It's not real.
This is Psalm 138, verse 6. And it reads, though the Lord Yahweh, Ba'ashem Yahushai, be high, yet hath he respect unto the lowly.
Right. You see that? And who's higher than the Most High? Who's higher than the Lord, man? You know? Yet he have respect unto the lowly. You know, the ones that actually fear him and call upon him. Because usually when somebody's in a lower state, you know, they're not going to be high-minded, man. Okay, they're not going to be boisterous and proud. You know? That's why a lot of these jakes they got, like, use for example Floyd Mayweather, man. Since he has all those possessions, he has all those so-called riches, which is deceitful riches.
Yep.
You know, but he in his mind he's lifted up, he's puffed up. You know, and the scriptures tell you riches and poverty come from the Lord, man. There's nothing for the Lord to make a poor man rich, you know. But a lot of these jakes, they are deceived by that lifestyle, man. And then when you see a lot of Jake that get consumed by that, they look horrible, man. You know?
Can you move over, bro?
Yeah. Yeah, you know, they look horrible, man. You know, because they're given over to that flesh. You know, and when you have all that money, all that excessive money, you have excessiveness to your flesh, man.
Yep. Access to all kinds of stuff.
All those different vices, man.
Yeah.
You know, and Jake end up destroying themselves because of that, man. Because they don't have the understanding and the discipline, you know. So that's why Jake is out here through, man. Go ahead.
It says, though Yahweh Ba'Shem Shai be high, yet hath he respect unto the lowly, but the proud he knoweth afar off.
Right, the proud he know far off, man. And the majority of these people out here, they're proud, man. You know, a lot of Jake is proud. You know, a lot of Jake got that ego, like we speak about the whole thing with Tyreek Nasheed. You can see that nigga's a proud nigga, man. That dude was very egotistical, man.
Yep. Nothing.
You know, right? He like the brother said, he's absolutely nothing, man. Why is earth and ashes proud, man? You know, but the Lord's getting ready to humble all these individuals, man. You know, that's why the Lord has these evils prepared for him. You know, those that have walked in great pride, you know, they're getting ready to experience great pain, great death, torments. You know, it's not going to be quick either, man. The Lord going to torment your ass, man. He going to torture you, man. You know?
Back at Proverbs 1 and verse 25, it says, but ye have set at naught all my counsel, and with none of my reproof.
That's been the Lord, man.
Yep.
Outside, on the internet.
Yep.
It says, I also will laugh at your calamity. I will mock when your fear cometh.
He going to do that to his man.
Yeah.
You know, when all that hell, all that anguish come upon you, you know, the joke going to be on you. Okay? The men of the Lord going to be laughing at your stupid asses, man. Okay? Go ahead.
When your fear cometh as desolation, and your destruction cometh as a whirlwind, when distress and anguish cometh upon you, then shall they call upon me, but I would not answer.
And that's when you're going to want to get right with the Lord, but it's going to be too late, man. This is the time. Us seeking the Lord while he may be found.
Right.
You know? Because a lot of people that especially that Jake, that's, you know, they got some money in the bank, you know, their mind is not at all on the Lord, man. They totally in this world, man. You know, like going back to the Matrix, man, what Morpheus told Neo. They're not ready to be unplugged, man. Okay?
What? It says, when your fear cometh as desolation, your destruction cometh as a whirlwind, when distress and anguish cometh upon you, then shall they call upon me, but I will not answer.
Right. And when all people call upon the Lord ain't gonna answer them, man. You know, he gonna treat you like you've been treating him. You know, he gonna turn away from your voice, man. You know, just like you rejected him, he gonna reject you. Right?
Yep. Amos 8:11. Behold, the days come, saith the Lord Yahweh, that I will send a famine in the land, not a famine of bread, nor a thirst for water, but of hearing the word of Yahweh.
Right, and that time is quickly approaching. As the brother was saying earlier, you know, they messing with brothers' channels. You know, pretty soon, you know, you're not gonna be able to get this thing, man. So this is really the time to take advantage, man. You know, because hey, shit about to get crazy out here, man. We ain't gonna be out here forever. You know, it's getting down to the wire. You know, so it's, you know, you brothers out there that's watching the videos, man, really better be serious about this thing, man. Yeah. This thing ain't no joke, man. Go ahead.
Back in Proverbs 1:28, then shall they call upon me, but I will not answer. They shall seek me early, but they shall not find me.
Right, and that's the only time, it seems that's like the only time Jake want to seek the Lord, when they're going through bad times, man.
Yep.
And that's the fucking problem, man. You know, you always put the Lord on the back burner when you're doing good. You don't never praise the Lord, like the brother was saying, man. When he's listening to all those videos, no them people said anything about the Lord, man.
Right.
You know, because that's how these people are. That's how they think.
Right? Yep. Verse 29, for that they hated knowledge, and did not choose the fear of Yahweh.
Right, they had this word, this truth. You know, 'cause I remember, you know, when we was in downtown LA, every time we would hold camp, people would walk by, people would, you know, they try to cross the street. They didn't want to be near us. You know? Because they hate, they think they doing it against us. Really, that's the Lord, man. Lord, yep. Because y'all was trying to say, man, the world hates you, no, they hated me before it hates you. You know, they hate that spirit, man. Because Jake is wicked, man. Light is coming to the world. Where it said, man, love darkness rather than light, because their deeds were evil. You know? And that's what that light is doing. That light is exposing all these individuals, man. You know? Because by this internet, all this, the shit that been going on behind the scenes, all them secrets is being revealed. It's being exposed. A lot of these celebrities that, you know, that have been, you know, so renowned, spoken of in high regard, they're being exposed for the true piece of shit that they really are.
That's right, man.
You know? Lord's tearing all that shit down, man. You know?
Low lives.
Yeah, a bunch of filthy, despicable
Filthy animals.
Yeah.
Yeah, where's the Epstein files at, man?
Yeah, right.
Exactly.
Right. You know? So that once again, there ain't no excuse to be ignorant to these things, man. Because these things are being brought out at a high volume, man. Especially with this truth, you know.
Yep.
Especially with Great Millstone, his brother's doing videos literally every single day.
Yep.
It's a live stream. Brothers uploading videos. It's a river of information. You know, but like it's but the brother just read, the Lord's gonna make a famine of hearing the word, man. You know? So hey, don't take this thing for granted. Go ahead. Yep.
John 3 and 20, it says, for everyone that doeth evil hateth the light, neither cometh to the light.
Yep. And that's the 2/3, man. These niggas hate the light, man. You know, even when you look at their countenance is dark, man. You know? Because that's like, you can just see the evil oozing off these niggas, man. You know? There's no light in them whatsoever, man. You know?
Unless his deeds should be reproved.
Right. And that's what the Lord is doing through his man. He's reproving you. He's letting you know what your transgressions are. Hey, brother, you shouldn't be eating pork. You should be committing adultery, okay? We're giving you the names of the Heavenly Father's only begotten Son. The Heavenly Father's name is Yahweh. The name of his only begotten Son is Yahweh Shai. Okay? Just to give a few examples, man. Go ahead.
Like in Proverbs 1 and 29, for that they hated knowledge and did not choose the fear of Yahweh, they would none amount counsel, they despised all my reproof.
Right, you despise the Lord's reproof, man. You know? Let's go back to all that scorning, all that shit y'all be talking, man. You know? Like I said, you had guys that went as far as making parody videos. You know? What were you doing for the people, man? Where you out there teaching the scriptures, man? Since you got all this fucking lip, man, all this energy to talk against the man, Lord, where your works at, man? Yep. You know? Go ahead.
Verse 31, therefore shall they eat of the fruit of their own way and be filled with their own devices.
Right, you're going to reap what you sow. Yep. You know, all that shit you've been dishing out is going to come right upon you, upon you, you know?
Every idle word.
Yep. Lord don't forget nothing, man. All that evil, all them wicked imaginations you imagine against the men of the Lord, all that gonna be brought back upon you, man.
Yep.
Okay? What?
It says, for the turning away of the simple shall slay them, and the prosperity of fools shall destroy them.
Yep.
Yeah. Envy not the wicked.
Yep.
You know, even though they're prospering.
Yeah.
That's going to lead to your destruction.
Yep. That's right, bro. Because that's part of those riches, man. Uncertain riches, man. That's why we say labor not to be rich in this society, man. Because as you can see, they getting ready to do away with this current system that we in, man. You know, people been trying to save up with this 401k. That shit is a scam, man. You know, all that shit is bullshit, man. You know, they constantly moving the goalposts. So you Jakes that's still in that mindset, you lost in the sauce, man. That's why, you know, the spirit been on, you know, we ain't gonna go back and forth with you people like that no more, man. It's over. If you can't get it, we going on. We moving on, man. We won't sit there going back and forth with you for hours to try to make you ain't gonna get it, man. What?
It says, for the turning away of the simple shall slay them, and the prosperity of fools shall destroy them. But whoso hearkeneth unto me shall dwell safely.
Right, going back to what the brother read earlier in Ezekiel 33rd chapter. Those that take heed, which is the elect, they're going to be preserved from all this evil that's coming. Because it's the Lord ultimately that's bringing all this evil, you know? That's why he told, you know, in the scriptures, it tells the elect, don't worry, man. You know, these things are for the wicked. Now, you are going to have certain men of the elect that are going to be martyrs, you know? But even that's a double, because they're going to be risen first. Right. You know? So it's nothing but victory for the Lord's elect, man. You know? It's peace upon the Lord's elect, but until the rest, death and evil and destruction upon it, man.
Horrible end for this wicked generation.
Yeah, bro. No, right, bro?
But whoso hearkeneth unto me shall dwell safely, and shall be quiet from fear of evil.
Man, and that's what we hope, you know? Because the time, like I said, the time we're coming to is like no other, man. The Lord gonna have to be with you, man. You're gonna have to have that hedge and that protection of Yahweh Shah, man. You know? Because if you don't, you're gonna be destroyed, man. Whether it's the famine, okay, these sedition among men, okay, being hauled off to these concentration camps, you know, getting tortured and shit, you know, and ultimately those missiles, man. You know, that's what we hoping to be preserved from, man. You know, because a lot of these people out here, they don't have a fucking clue what's getting ready to transpire, man. A lot of these people are just lost, man. You know. Somebody give me Ecclesiastes chapter 12, verse 13.
Ecclesiastes 12 and 13 says, let us hear the conclusion of the whole matter. Fear the Most High and keep His commandment, for this is the whole duty of man.
And literally, that's what we are. This is what this is all about. It's all about fearing the Lord and keeping His commandments. That's the overall message. What the Lord is saying, man, to our people, man, is to fear Him and to keep His commandments. Okay, because this has been the thing that's been a thorn in our side, man.
Right.
Okay, but not keeping the ways of the Lord. You know, not fearing the Lord, man. You know, and that, you know, if you hate your brother, you have no fear of the Lord.
Right.
You know, you out here murdering, robbing your own people. You have no fear of the Lord, man. You out here causing.
Cops at.
Right.
God damn it.
They be all down the street until
Motherfuckers.
Yeah, bro. Anyway, you know, causing division among our people.
None of them
You know, you don't fear the Lord, man.
Exactly, they get gapped.
You know? So that's why the Lord has all these things prepared for those that have walked in great pride, because they lack fear of the Lord, man. Okay, but the Lord's getting ready to bring that back in a major way. Okay? Because as we see, we already in the beginning of sorrow, man. You know, but things are going to intensify, man. People are going to be committing cannibalism, man. You know? It's about to get ugly out here, man.
Let us hear the conclusion of the whole matter. Fear the Most High and keep His commandments, for this is the whole duty of man. For the Most High shall bring every work into judgment. With every secret thing, whether it be good or whether it be evil.
Right. Everything's gonna be brought into judgment, man.
Right.
So, like the brothers always say, man, it's what you do when you by yourself, man. You know, how you living, how you walking out here, man. You know, because the Lord's looking at everything, man. You know, and He's the ultimate judge, man. So that is the point is, it's very important to fear the Lord, man. Fear the Lord and be obedient unto His word, man. That's it. That was it on it. So yeah, that's pretty much, we're gonna wrap it up, you know. Lord willing, this was edifying to you sincere brothers as well. You few sisters out there, stay strong, keep fighting. We're almost out this bitch. So we're gonna turn and face the east. Give all glory and praises to
Yahweh, Ba'ashem, Yahushai, Ba'ashem, Akakwadash.
Barakatah Yahweh.
Barakatah Yahweh.
Barakatah Yahushai.
Barakatah Yahushai.
Barakatah Yahweh.
Barakatah Yahweh.
Barakatah Yahushai.
Barakatah Yahushai.
Barakatah Yahweh.
Barakatah Yahweh.
Barakatah Yahushai.
Barakatah Yahushai.
Walk level ball.
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 Shalom.
Shalom.